I'm in London. We're both in London.
I'm like,
Nice,
yeah,
nice,
we're
nice.
both basically in London.
Cool, cool. I was in
We're
London in
live. We're
April.
live
Right. All right. Nice.
in April.
Nice.
Yeah.
In
had a
April, really?
Yeah, I had a holiday there.
Not
Nice.
bad. Not bad. All right.
Register now. I'm trying to register for
Corner for the US. Ooh.
Are we all so what? Let's do our. I mean, we did predictions off screen, but let's say what do we think?
2-1 Wales. But USA have a decent team actually, but it's just they call it soccer, so it has to be Wales.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I had like the same. Like they have a good team, but I don't like who's their. I don't even know their manager. I think like you need to have like, especially for a World Cup,
Yeah,
for a
who
tournament,
is their
something so
manager,
intense.
actually?
You need to have like a good leader who's not on the pitch. I don't
I'm
even
not
know
too sure
who's.
as well. Yeah.
What about
But no,
LeBron
you know-
James of soccer, bro?
Christian
He's a
Pulisic.
great leader.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you know what's there's a running banter in our chats right now, right? Saying that like the US they're not going to go far, and then like now I lost my train of thought. I'm going for a 0-0 draw. If I come back with the thought again, I will
I think 3-1, 3-1.
3-1. All right.
3-1 Wales. I'm gonna say that because
Why? He's their best player.
Oh, okay. Now I know what's the thought. Oh, sorry. Sorry to interrupt. So, the running joke in the in our chat, right? My football chat is that Gareth Bale, right, had thought this way before 1 year ago, right? He joined the LAFC so that he can scout the US, right? And that's why Wales going to win it because he
That's
knows
genius.
you probably know most of the US players that he's playing against today.
That is actually true. Yep.
Oh.
This is just Gareth Bale. He has 1,000 IQ, bro.
Yeah, 1,000.
he actually it's he only shows up for Wales, so
Bro,
gotta
he's
give him
collected the bag and he just plays international
But in
football.
all seriousness, US actually has a good squad.
Yeah,
decent.
similar
they
to-
have the possibility to make the knockouts.
Yeah, similar to Japan. They
No.
got in the past years, right? Like
Yeah,
Japan, US, these nations, right? Their players are now starting to represent more European clubs.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
US with
yeah, yeah.
Harrison,
I mean,
Tim Rim, Dest, West McKinney, Reina, all these players, and the LeBron James of US of football, soccer. Sorry.
LeBron James of soccer.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's
Keep it going.
true. It's true. There. I mean, their football there is definitely growing, but I like again. Like I think they need a better like back. I mean, who is there? Let's see. Wait, I want to see their actual backroom staff because if it's a whole like U.S. people,
Unknowns.
yeah, who
I
I mean, realistically, if you don't have a good team behind the players, you don't get anywhere. USA.
DeAndre Yedlin, he's not playing. I mean,
He's washed, bro.
Serginho
He's
Dest.
washed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dest
he's
is
washed.
clear, to be fair.
Yeah, yes.
Serginho Dest. I mean,
In a big
Giovanni
ass
Reina
one,
is not playing, which is a huge
What?
thing for
Wait,
me.
what's the
Yeah.
lineup?
So they've got the front three is looking like Josh Sargent, which is he's all right. He's all right. And then
Norwich player, yeah.
Pulisic, and then I'm guessing the black guy is Weah, Timothy Weah.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
Timothy
midfield-
Weah.
So that's
Yeah, yeah.
McKennie, Tyler Adams, and I don't know who the other guy is.
Yeah.
I can't
right?
tell you
Who is
guys.
number 2, sir? Who the heck is number 2? They're right back. Dest.
Oh, that's- so
oh,
Dest,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
Dest,
yeah.
yeah.
I wanted. I don't know if you guys talked about this, but I want to just like point this out. Did you see the stadiums are empty? They for the game that just happened for the Netherlands Senegal game. They let in people for free, and they still didn't manage to fill the stadium.
This whole World
That's
Cup is
mad.
What? How?
you said it yesterday in the chat. Like the commentator was sounding 10, 9, 8, and then the game started. I'm just like, what?
It's fucking. I like.
It's a weird
How?
place to have
How?
a World Cup. Weird place to have a
Bro,
World
it's all about money at the end of the day. It's all about
Yeah,
money.
it really is. Like, bro, but like, like if you had a World Cup anywhere else where people actually like, if you wanted to have a World Cup in the Middle East, okay, Egypt is not really like super Middle East, but go there. At least there's like
It's
football
not
and culture.
Middle East.
No, but like it's like it's close.
No,
like,
it's not Middle. It's in
close.
Africa.
It's
It's
close.
not Middle East.
It's close, but like my point is like there's countries around the Middle East that are actually like have a footballing culture. Having in a country that like has a footballing culture, like if you had a 60,000 stadium for the World Cup anywhere else in the world, it would sell out in like seconds.
Seconds, yeah.
In seconds.
True.
Oh,
Look,
US just had a good chance.
Yeah,
behind
you
them,
guys are gonna
behind
see. You guys are gonna
Wait,
see.
what time are you? What time are you on?
9 minutes now.
Oh shit, I'm 20
9
seconds behind, dude.
minutes.
I'm
a
20
minute
seconds
behind.
behind. A minute?
Yeah, wait, I'm gonna refresh.
Yep. US just had a good chance.
Oh my god, what a save.
Yep.
Is that Danny Ward?
Yeah, Danny
Who's your
Ward. Yeah,
keeper?
or Wales.
Like-
No, oh, Hennessy. Is it Ward or Hennessy? Wait, let me see.
Oh, it looks like Hennessy. Why is Ward not playing? He's been good for Leicester.
Hennessy, the giant.
Yeah,
Hennessy's
yeah.
quite a good. I recognize the giant. Yeah, Hennessy.
Josh Sargent.
So I'm sorry. I think I'm probably gonna try because since I'm like 1 minute ahead, am I gonna spoil it for you guys?
if it's a really really good, like a really really good goal, then you have to spoil it.
all right.
If
If
nothing
it's like
going
a
on,
banger, like 60 yards.
yeah,
primo,
like
then yeah.
we gotta have
Now
a
I'm just gonna stay
reaction.
quiet because I predicted a 0-0, so probably just gonna be quiet. No, but I mean, like, this. I had a fiery debate with my dad of like just now during dinner. I was like talking to him about like the Qatar World Cup lah. It's like, the money, the FIFA president. This is just a botch throughout the whole thing. And then at this timing of the year, it's just this whole is a travesty.
It really is. I mean, it's still a World Cup. Like I'm excited for it, but I definitely like. Yeah, it's just like I like how like this goes.
So there was no
like it
timer
just shows
yesterday.
you.
You know that the first half there was no timer.
Sorry, lads, one
for the
second.
Qatar game?
Yeah, I saw.
I was like, what the f? How can you?
And bro, like you had like what in 2010 they had 12 years to make sure everything was fine. Like I understand maybe a little hiccup here and there, like something doesn't go wrong, but to not the timer, that's like
that's like football. That's like the
that's like one of the key things, the bloody timer. That's just wow. Like honestly, it just shows you how like powerful just money is. Like that's because like this had to go through so many people. First of all, to get allowed to be in Qatar.
Yes.
But then just someone at the top was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get like a nice bonus of like 4 million." So
it's just
unbelievable, unbelievable.
No, but like the fact that yesterday the Ana Valencia offside, right? No, not Valencia offside. It's the other Ecuadorian player, right? Like the problem is really this World Cup is really so much. It's under so much scrutiny, right? And then the fact that this, like what we're saying, the production is so bad, right, from Qatar, right? If it's like in the Premier League, after a VAR check or like after offside, you get to see it in like 10 or 20 seconds, right? Yesterday it took them 5 freaking minutes before you knew what was going on. So for the Twitter world, the whole world was thinking that how was there offside, and all the rubbish comments, and rightly so, is cursing and condemning this World Cup.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, like the decision was made quickly, but that's nothing to do with Qatar. That's just the refereeing team doing well. But then the actual, that's so true. Like the whole like production, like, it's just, and then also all the camera angles of like the paid Qatari fans doing like chants. They weren't even in sync. Like I saw like a video of them like doing the clapping thing. Like half of them, like it was just like completely like off like time. It just feels really really fake.
Exactly.
Like it's so fake.
And then you were saying about how the national team also they look like they're not even singing the national anthem, right?
They
were just like,
I wrote in the chat like some of them, and then I was watching it. I'm Italian, so I was watching it in Italian, and the commentator explained to me what happened, and we've lost the man. I'm sure he'll be back. He was explaining that like pretty much what Qatar's been doing is like a transfer market. They'd go to like other national teams, find rejects that didn't make it, and be like, "Here, we'll pay you. We'll pay you 3 million if you come play for Qatar. Give them a passport, and now you're Qatari and you can play for us."
Yep.
And I mean, like, sure, there's nothing like it's a bit weird, but you can try do that, but it's not even working. Like I saw like they're like not even they're ranked quite high, which I was surprised about. They're like.
They're ranked high because they had actually a good run of form coming to the World Cup. To me, they were like the 32nd country. So then when I did more research, I'm like, hey, actually, they had quite a good run of form, especially as an Asian, I was like, okay, maybe I have to rap them a bit, but yesterday's performance was shambolic from them.
No, yesterday was, I mean, did you see the stats? The first country to be like the host to do the first game. They had 0 shots on target. It
quite
is very
sad to see the streak end. It was quite a fun, like, every year we get to see the host to win,
It was definitely a good streak, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
I didn't know Ramsey went blonde, so he's blonde right now.
He's blonde. I don't know this.
Yeah,
didn't he retire? He's still playing.
He went to Rangers and then he flopped in the Europa League final against.
Yeah. Like he was the one that conceded like the penalty or something that happened with him. Yeah.
Against
I thought he retired after that. No.
Yeah. No. I don't
Frankfurt.
know. No. He's playing for Nice. OGC Nice.
Nice, really?
Because I remembered Yeah, who's Pepe is there, Ramsey is there.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah. They did like a huge transfer market. Yeah, they
Yeah,
bought
yeah,
Schmeichel.
yeah,
They got
yeah. Casper
Schmeichel.
Schmeichel, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a was like a weird transfer market
Weird
like
transfer.
from them. But
Because
just in general.
OGC Nice, just a bit off topic, right? OGC Nice is owned
Ah,
by what's his name? The Ineos, the British, the richest British guy in the richest guy in Britain.
really?
Sir Jim, what's his name? Yeah, the owner of Ineos, like the oil company. I'm not so
N-
sure.
Nice owner. Let's see, what's his
Yeah,
name?
Jim
Oh yeah,
Rex.
Ineos Group Limited, and that's
Yeah,
Jim Ratcliffe,
Jim
right?
Rex, and he
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
buy Chelsea, but
Really? Oh yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah, yeah,
a
yeah,
long-time
yeah, yeah.
Chelsea fan. But I think Abramovich did not want to sell the club to him because if
Mm.
Chelsea and Nice play in the Champions League, one of them had to be demoted to the Europa League
Yeah, yeah,
automatically.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because that you're not allowed to do that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're not allowed
There's
to own.
there's another like tangent. It was the same thing happened in Italy. You're not allowed to like own two clubs in the same division.
Mm,
And the owner of Lazio last year, Salernitana got promoted 2 years ago, and he owned Salernitana and Lazio.
yeah.
And so then like he had to pretty much like he got an ultimatum that he had to sell Salernitana in like 2 days, and so he sold it for like 7 million. It's like you
Wow.
buy a player for 7 million now, and some
I
guy
didn't
just
know
bought a
that.
whole club.
Yep, I didn't know Napoli and Bari also are linked. You know that?
Yeah, yeah. Napoli and Bari.
Yeah,
Palermo are owned by the Man
the
City
City
people.
Group now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's a lot of like
City
connections.
owns some teams in India as well.
Yep, they own Mumbai. Is it Mumbai?
Mumbai,
And then they
yeah,
own
best team.
Yokohama Marinos from the J League.
Yeah.
They're the champions of the J1.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait,
Yeah, so
they have like
New York
a club
City.
in all continents, I think.
Yeah, New York
They've
City.
got New York City, Club Atletico, Torque in Argentina. They have Melbourne City,
Yeah, Melbourne.
Yokohama in Japan. They've got Girona. They own Girona.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
really?
didn't know that. Yeah, I did not know
recently,
that. Yeah,
recently.
Mm,
I think that's the
Mumbai.
newest acquisition from them.
damn, fair play.
That's actually crazy how much money these people have, bro. They're just going around
Yeah.
just buying clubs.
Fair play.
So,
It'd be a
so
good
weird.
business. I think if I ever was in a position, I would love to buy a football club.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but
think
I
it's good. Yeah, it's a good. Less like if you think about it more of a management point of view, right? Can you imagine for the City Group, right? It's like okay, City is like the pinnacle of their all their clubs. They own like 8 to 9 clubs, right? So it's like they hire they have like like what you guys say like a club in each continent, right? Then you get exposed to like the different management, the different players. Then if this management is doing well, they can always promote them to like a bigger club. Then from like Mumbai to New York to
Like,
Manchester City, and then City. Yeah, so it's got a good of continuity going on right there. So
And that's what
what
kind of
I
the Red Bull group were doing, with
Yeah.
Salzburg,
yeah,
Leipzig,
exactly,
and New York.
Exactly.
All the talents is mainly going to Leipzig, and this is what they do in
Exactly.
F1 as well. The AlphaTauri is their talent scout.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Or
but
the team in F2 is their talent scout, and then they give them a chance in F1 with AlphaTauri, and if they're good enough,
Yeah.
they get to.
and it's a smart thing to do because, bro, with the prices today for players, like, okay, yeah, you have to like a huge investment to buy a club. But if you buy like a lower league club, like they do with like Palermo or some like other clubs in other countries that are not worth as much, right? You buy them for probably let's see how much they bought
Peanuts.
Palermo for. Like there'll still be a lot of money, but it'll be like buying one player and then you just have like you can just free transfer them. If they do well, you'll just be like, okay, we'll give you a better contract if you move to City. And
Yep.
well, they're gonna say yes. Why wouldn't you want to move to City?
Exactly.
Like it's
like
very
Chelsea.
very smart.
Yeah, it's like Chelsea when the Abramovich years, they were just buying players left, right, center, and then just loaning out. They have a feeder club in the Dutch league, right? This one of the yellow logo, one of the Dutch teams. Yeah, so it's like it just works wonders for them because they can just like loan players out, and then like what you say, the lesser clubs can like, oh yeah, you want to play for City? Yeah, we just give you like a peanut wages, and you're going there, and they can prove themselves.
It's the same. Udinese and Watford are owned by the same guy, and he like transfers players between them. Like he has just gives.
Olympiacos and Nottingham is the same
Is that
thing.
why Delafo? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why he went to Udinese.
I was like, Delafo was a flop at Watford, and then he went to Udinese. I'm like, well, okay, now that makes perfect sense. Now that thanks for okay.
That's why. There's a lot of just links. People like own different clubs, but yeah, I mean the City Group is.
We are just like pawns in the part. It's like to them, it's like we are like they are like the pulling the strings, and then we're just like pawns. Like, oh yeah, we are doing all this research and statistics now, but they're like,
Exactly. I mean, as you can see, since we're not talking about the actual game, the game is not too entertaining so far. There's been probably one good chance that I didn't even get to see because my stream wasn't working.
It was two good chances, in fact, back to back. Header right by Hennessy, and then the following shot, a follow-up shot by, if I'm not wrong, Pulisic. Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was Pulisic. Yeah.
What minute are you guys on?
19:10.
19:30.
I'm ahead of you guys, Skeff. Fuck.
What?
I'm 1946 right now.
What the hell?
I'm watching it on the Italian channels, bro. We're ahead of time.
I can't have that. I can't have that.
So, Ernesto, I wanted to ask you, since the game is a bit boring, is Napoli going to win the league?
Oh,
bro, juicy. Yeah. Let's get it.
You know what? Like, I think we made predictions at the start of the year, and I said Juve were gonna win, right? But then after the start,
Ernie's the most retarded when it comes.
No. Watch. Because now
they're picking up in form. Yeah, they are picking up in form.
They're 2 points away from Milan, who are in second. They are like they haven't conceded a goal in 5 games. They've scored like 12 in those 5 games.
They're 16th at one point.
Yeah, but since then they haven't lost essentially. And they're coming back up the table. And Napoli, they're the biggest bottle jobs ever. Like these guys have thrown away like 13-point leads. Like 5 years ago, Napoli at Christmas were 13 points ahead of Juventus. They lost. They came fucking second. So I'm not gonna be like I don't think so.
Hamsik and the boys did not. Yeah, Hamsik and the boys did not finish the job there. But this year Napoli, you got to give them credit when.
Yes, they've done an amazing job. I think I didn't even put them top 4. I think they'll definitely finish top 4 now. Of course, I'd rather Napoli than Juventus win the Scudetto. But I just Napoli, like I'm too used to watching them mess up, and I think it's just like it's in their blood. You know, it's like when Arsenal was always coming fourth. Napoli cannot win.
It's in the DNA, yeah. It's only Maradona that saved the Naples, and then
Exactly. I mean, they've got Kvaradona, as they call him now.
Maradona.
Yeah. He's become. I don't know if you guys see this, but Napoli is still it's like essentially run by the mafia still.
Nice.
And so there's like loads of crime, like petty crimes, like car theft, this type, like robberies and stuff.
Yeah.
But like the mafia runs, like if you steal something, the mafia is gonna know that you stolen something. And so someone had stolen Kvaratskhelia car, the mafia got it back for him the next day because he's like a city legend. He lost the car, and the next day the car turned up again.
What goes wrong comes around, my God.
Yeah, and the mafia have only ever done that for Hamsik and Mertens because their cars were also stolen. And just the US
okay.
had a decent chance, but
well, just because you're ahead, you think you can ruin it now?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll wait.
It's coming for me now. It's coming. Yeah. All right. Oh.
It was a good little dribbling. Man, get unlucky, mate.
Unlucky.
Unbelievable.
Unlucky.
No, but you're a Rossoneri fan, right? Milan.
Yeah. Of course, I'm a Rossoneri fan. Yeah.
Rossoneri. All right.
Of course. The best team in Italy. Well,
best team in Italy, but you never back them.
Yeah, I saw your fiery take on Milan and the Inter versus Milan one. I got to agree with you. Every single word.
But it's true. It's true.
Yeah,
it's true. Like, I mean, no disrespect. I mean, a little disrespect, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's
in Premier League, I support Arsenal all the way, right? And then, but when I look at and for La Liga, I support Barca. But then when I look at Serie A, I always have a tussle. No, I like the branding of most of the clubs. You know, like they're really good. Milan has always been like a soft spot in my heart, because they were dominant in the 90s. They were really good. Yeah, Juve recency bias. A lot of the younger crowd would like Juve.
Yeah, of course.
I never like Juve.
Because we're older. We're too.
It doesn't seem like a good club. I prefer. I think me it would be Napoli, not just because of this season, but before when Napoli and Liverpool used to play. I swear they play all the time in the group stages in the Champions League, and they always beat them. And I love Mertens. I
like Lazio actually. Out of all the
you like Lazio? That's such a weird one.
Yeah, because like Immobile,
Okay.
That's
such a weird one. Like Lazio is such a it's got a big fan base, but it's very like a local fan base. Like
It's like if you ask me between Roma and Lazio, I'll go for Lazio.
Really?
Fair,
No, I choose
Yeah.
Roma. I choose Roma.
I would choose Roma. I only choose Roma now because of the two
Mourinho.
Englishmen and Jose
All
Mourinho.
right, yeah.
But
Yeah.
No, I would go Roma. I mean, Roma are more historic in my opinion. So like, I'd go Roma.
But
I think,
Lazio were founded first, and
Yes,
then in
true.
terms of titles, they are tight right now. They're tight.
Yeah, they're tied. I mean,
Yeah.
it's. I mean, I think it's probably the second biggest rivalry in Italy, Roma and Lazio. I think the first one's got to be
Behind Milan.
no.
Yeah.
I think Milan and Inter is only third because
wow.
Juve Napoli is like if you ever go to Naples, you will see like people like you will see literally like
Damn.
propaganda all over the place about Juve being like fucking idiots. I've never seen like
Is it because like south versus the north in a sense? Because
but,
like,
yeah, of course. I mean, it's that
Yeah.
too. But like, I've always had this like really tense rivalry, and it's crazy. Like literally, if you go to anyone who's from Naples and you ask them if you like if they like Juventus or like Torino, they'll like literally like death threats. Like it's crazy. Like I've never seen a city so dedicated to a football club. Like on Sunday or whenever they play, like everyone's not working. Like they literally like the city shuts down and everyone's watching the game. It's like, and then like a very heated rivalry. Then Lazio Roma is because it's the derby of the capital.
Yeah.
And then Milan Inter just because it's Milan and Inter.
it's the Milan
No
derby.
explanation. No explanation.
Same
there.
stadium. It's all that kind of.
I mean, Lazio and Roma, same stadium as well.
it's like every time I see like Juve
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
Torino,
true.
I'm like, it's always so one-sided that the
Yeah.
Turin derby, right?
But you know, there's more in the actual city of Turin. There's more Torino fans than Juventus.
Yeah, I would mean Juve can't even pack. They can't even fill up the stadium.
Yeah,
That's why
bro,
they built the
they-
Alliance.
46,000.
They're the city
Yeah,
of the Serie A.
Yeah, no, I mean, not really, because I mean, well, actually, a little bit with the fans, but like, it's such a weird club. Like, I don't understand. Like, and I think it just shows you like maybe how it's been managed and how like it just shows you like how badly managed it is. How can you be the biggest club in Italy in terms of trophies won in Italy
You can't fill up the stadium.
and not being filled up to 40,000, and they banned their ultras from their stadium? How'd you do that?
Yeah,
How'd
that's very
you
correct.
like, how'd you ban your own state, like your own ultras? Like, I mean, I think that's one of the best things about football.
You know why? Because an ex-Lazio player is managing. Is one of their biggest director there, Pavel Nedved. So you see,
Yeah, Nedved.
Nedved, right? So I know, but like honestly speaking, I mean, in general, I think Syria is going through a decline right now in terms of fans and revenue. So
Really, it's been
Yeah,
at an
we do-
all-time high, bro. Like, I mean, okay, if you compare it to like 20 years ago, yes, it's a decline.
Of
But
course,
if you compare it to 5 years ago, there's been a huge increase. I mean, I
yeah,
remember
okay,
watching.
fair.
I remember watching like, 5 to 8 years ago, like stadiums wouldn't be more than 10% filled, like no matter what club. It was like that. Now, more like if you're a big club, most stadiums like fill up for the big games. It's always like, I mean, Milan have had last year was like had over 1 million fans over the year, like in attendance. So like we got like sold out for like literally most games. Especially like if it was like a Champions League game, it was always sold out. If it was like Serie A games sometimes, and especially after we won the title, I don't think we ever went under like 75,000 spectators for a game.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and I remember 8 years ago, it'd be 10,000.
Yeah,
Sometimes
because I remember
was-
watching the series. I'm like, what on earth is like the fans are so much. Okay, so yeah, you're right. Definitely, it's increasing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's-
It's still
But
like
I gotta say,
20
but yeah,
years
but I gotta
ago, yeah.
say, right, like, what's gonna happen to San Siro? They're gonna tear it down, right?
Bro, it's
gone.
this is the problem with Italy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's so much bureaucracy. Like it just takes literally. It's we've been like wanting to know if they're gonna build something for 3 years and still no answer. But they finally like. So how it works is that they had like a public debate, a public vote, and then this public vote gets like talked about, and then they decide. So now I think they have 60 days to decide whether to keep it. And if they don't keep it, I think they're moving to a different area to build a new one,
You've
which I
gotta
think is
keep it.
better. I think it's better to
you've
move to a
gotta
different area.
keep it, bro.
Yeah,
where do you stay? Where do you used to live in Italy?
near Venice.
Wow.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Italy?
Never. Always wanted to.
Ah, you gotta go, bro. You gotta go.
It's
Of
not
course.
that great. It's not that great.
Wow, this guy. Oh my
It's
god.
near to Ernesto, right in his face, man. Terrible.
Yeah, no, I can't
Yeah,
believe
it's
this
terrible.
guy. To be fair, it's miles better than fucking London, bro.
That is true. That is true.
Anything
would
to
be
like a town with
miles
10
better.
people and it's better than London.
You guys should come
London-
Singapore one day and see.
He only lives in Singapore.
I don't
Well,
live in
semi
Singapore.
lives. Semi
My
lives.
dad lives in Singapore, so I
Oh
know.
wow!
But yeah,
Okay, cool. Now,
He
currently,
was just there in
Yeah,
October.
currently, I was
there last month.
I was there. Yeah, I was there last month. Yeah.
What? And you didn't hit me up,
Bro,
You-
like I didn't know. Like I think I just joined the chat. Like I didn't like know where people lived, bro. But next time I'm coming in real life.
In
collab.
1 month.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm not there in 1 month. I'm not there in 1 month.
Yeah,
What are you
bro,
going?
just hit me up, bro. I'll take you.
Probably
I
summer.
mean, your father probably. I mean, you probably know the area quite well, so right.
Yeah,
So,
whereabouts are you?
I'm at. I stay in the east, so Marine Parade that area.
In where?
Marine Parade, like Katong area. You know where?
Okay, I know Katong. I know Katong.
yeah,
Katong. I don't know.
area.
Yeah, I know Katong. Yeah.
Your dad? Where's your dad?
My
the
dad.
area?
Do you know like Tanjong Pagar?
Yeah. Tanjong
Yeah,
Pagar.
I swear I commented on your video Tanjong Pagar FC, right? Because that's
Exactly.
a team. Or something. Yeah.
When you commented that, right? I was like, oh, okay. Ernesto went to do some quick
Some
Google
Google.
search, and then
No, bro. I'm a Tanjong
like, okay,
Pagar
thanks.
fan, bro. I'm a Tanjong Pagar fan. I'm a big
The
Tanjong
Jaguars,
Pagar
the
fan.
Jaguars, the Jaguars.
Uh,
Yeah, well, you should go see a Tanjong Pagar game. Then you see like what 100
Yeah.
people watching the game.
Yeah, bro.
But-
Big stadiums. But honestly, I really
Locals.
rate the new like in real life Singapore football content. You know, it's good
Oh,
stuff.
cheers, mate, cheers,
Yeah,
It's
cheers.
the
getting good
vlogs- the
views as
vlogs are
well, bro.
sick.
Deserve
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's a niche. I was telling Yasha and Herman earlier on. It's like it's a niche that nobody's fulfilling, and then everyone tries to promote local football, and nobody like gets down to the grind. To
Yeah.
here I am, the Arsenal fool going at it and being a nuisance. And
Tanjong Pagar Ultra.
No, so like we are a conservative society, right? So when you go for like concerts, when you go for this kind of whatever concerts, movies or whatever, people are generally very quiet. So you need someone outspoken. You got to be down there, be like a fool, and then that's how people you approach. And
My man goes to the stadium with flares and stuff. It's like,
no, but let me tell you, since the game is still so freaking boring.
Yeah,
I'll tell you a
so
fun
good.
fact, all right. So the Singapore Premier League, all right, let's do a fun trivia, all right. So we only have like 8 clubs, okay, and then these 8 clubs in the league, right, they rotate 4 times. They play each other 4 times, so that's equivalent to
Similar
28
to the
games.
Swiss League, yeah.
Yeah, so it's quite sad to see that. That's first thing, okay. Then one of the clubs, right, is a feeder club. Okay, so what I mean by that is they're called the Young Lions, right? And then this Young Lions team, right, is basically it's run by the organization that runs the league, okay? And
Oh.
it's okay, don't worry, there's no,
No bias,
political,
no bias.
no biasness there, okay? So the
Okay,
whole
okay.
reason why this club is existing is because of the fact that I was telling Yasha and Herman earlier on, like we Singapore, it's compulsory to do national service, right, for the army.
Yeah.
So what they do is they get rising foot. We have like this thing called Singapore Sports School. So they get like rising footballers, talent, right? Then they'll recruit them into the Young Lions, and then they'll say, okay, for 2 years you need to serve the army, right? So for these 2 years, you'll be playing in the Singapore Premier League, and then you'll go back into army camp, and then you'll play in the league. And you go to the army camp. Yeah, throughout,
That's fucking sick.
Yep, and that's sick for them because it's like, okay, instead of serving the army, you're playing football, right? But you should see the games, it's so poor thing. There's these 21-year-olds going onto the pitch, right, getting hammered 10-0, 6-0,
Oh,
7-1.
no.
Oh, so like they never stand a chance, huh?
They never stand a chance. Never stand a chance.
I thought maybe like they'd get like the good people like in the army. You'll have some people who can play football, right? You get them together. So no, they get hammered all the time.
They
So
get
wait,
hammered.
Is it Singapore Premier League?
Yeah, look at the
Go on
Young
to the
Lions.
ball. Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome.
Onto the
Yeah,
ball.
the game's a bit dead, so we're just
Yeah,
talking
the
about
game.
everything else about
Oh,
football.
but the US on attack and nothing. And
Yeah,
absolutely
that's
nothing.
been the
Oh yeah, so they have a negative 69 goal difference. Oh, 2 draws and 2 wins though for the Young Lions.
Yep, 2 draws and 2 wins for the Young Lions. So I
Wow,
mean,
Tanjong
it's
Pagar is doing bad, huh?
yeah. So
What's
it's
the best
like
team?
okay, so the best team, right? Okay, this is the best part of the story. The best team that they won the this year's edition of the league, right? They are actually a Japanese feeder club. Okay, they are called Albirex Niigata. Okay, so they are Albirex Niigata Singapore, and their main team is Albirex Niigata, the Japanese, and they just
Japanese
promoted from J2 to J1. They were the J2 champions.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then Albrecht Niigata, what they do is they have under 24-year-olds playing for the Singapore. So the moment they turn above, when they are above 24, they are forced to not play in the club. They have like this internal. It's like Bilbao, and they are strict.
They
Wow.
just
Yeah.
they have like a
So-
cap.
Yeah, and then the Sailors, the Lion City Sailors, they are like our Man City in Singapore. They just got bought over by a very rich guy, and then they brought in like, Singapore football is not fantastic, so they brought in the likes of Maxime Lestienne, who was he used to play for Standard Liège, which we've never seen this kind of talent in Singapore. It's really
Crazy
like
talent.
it's crazy talent. This is like our like Ronaldo. When we see him play, like Ronaldo compared to the locals.
Big shots, bro.
His statistics, if I'm not wrong, is he played 25 games this year. He had 25 assists and 12 goals.
What?
Yeah, and so it's a kind of mental kind of output.
That's crazy stats. That's crazy stats.
It's actually quite fun to see local football, because it's like sometimes it's treated like a joke here in Singapore. It's like, you want to watch football, watch your Premier League. Why you want to watch Singapore? But when you go down to the games, you see like 9-4, 6-0.
Yeah, I saw like the scorings, and your videos are actually like, oh, okay, we're gonna have to interrupt.
Yeah, no worries. US.
Man,
What?
take your time, lads. Miles behind.
For me, it's only a goal kick to Wales.
Nah, the USA are up, lad. The USA are up.
Weird.
USA scored.
I think I'm hella behind.
Where?
Where's
he playing?
yeah.
Where's he playing? He's in
Lille,
MLS, right?
Yeah.
What?
He's in
Oh no,
Lille.
wait, that's what's his name? Not Anthony.
Aronson.
Yeah, wait.
Oh, that was a good goal, actually.
Oh, Lille. He's playing for Lille. Yeah.
Yeah, Lil. Okay, so yeah.
Lille. You're right. Sorry.
He is the son of George Weah, innit?
Yeah, who's president of Libya? It's
Liberia.
so weird.
Liberia or Libya.
Yeah, Liberia. No, wait,
Liberia,
Libya.
yeah.
No,
It's Liberia, I think.
Liberia. Yeah, Liberia. Just check. So
Finally, we have a game. 1-0. Damn it.
Finally.
1-0.
That was a good goal, actually.
that was a
Pulisic, I
great
think
ball,
that was.
great ball,
That
and
was Pulisic, wasn't it?
ice
Yeah, it
cold
was.
finish.
Yeah.
Damn,
It was
finally.
nice.
So wait, sorry, you were saying about
No. Let's talk about the game now. Okay, so I have a question for you all before we can go back to the Singapore shenanigans
okay.
later. Yeah. So, do you
Soon as
think
the
that
game
this
gets going.
US squad, right? Do you think that this US squad is their most talented? Overall, I can make an argument it is
100%.
their most talented.
in the World Cup or
100%.
like in
Yeah.
the US? In the
In
World Cup.
In the World Cup. Yeah, easily, bro. Easily.
Because in the past they had like big names like Tim Howard, Clint Dempsey, this kind of
Even they didn't do
Landon
that
Donovan.
crazy, you know?
Yeah, but it's like sing. What I'm trying to say is like they're only like superstars, right? It's not like a
Exactly.
team effort. But
Exactly.
this, like we were saying earlier on, Herman, it's like they have actually quite a good run of.
Yeah, they have a good
players. Yeah.
squad, and they feel like they play well together as well. And it's a lot of European, like American players playing in Europe. There's a lot of them as well, which didn't really happen before.
There's a guy dressed as an eagle with fucking Superwoman as his like next to him. It's
Yeah,
the
I just saw
weirdest
that.
thing. Yeah, it's the weirdest
That's
thing.
America for you, right there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, most talented. Like I think,
would
like
say
okay, maybe most
Pulisic
talented.
is by far their best US player ever, I think.
No.
Dempsey was overrated, man.
I can make an argument Dempsey is better than Pulisic. Right now, I can make an argument.
Dempsey overall is better than Pulisic. Yes, can Pulisic become better than Dempsey? Yes,
Absolutely right.
It's
And
not
that's
like
what's hitting on the
it's-
floor. Right now, Dempsey is still the legend in.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
But,
but
like,
you're
okay.
right, Herman. The arc for him when he retires, he's probably be better than Dempsey.
Yeah. I mean, I think
I
unless
can
something goes
understand
horribly
that.
wrong.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
like, okay, most talented in the World Cup, yes. But I think that argument doesn't really work because if you went to, let's say, Brazil, like the problem with Brazil is that they already have these crazy players in the starting 11, so you can't just put your talent to play when you have these world class players. But I think if you put on like right now the best 11, like most talented players in Brazil with the most potential, that'd be better than this US squad.
Well, obviously,
like
every
that-
other. No, when we say most talented, is the most talented US team that's ever.
Yeah,
been in the
US
World
team. No, as in like.
Oh
like,
yeah,
Obviously
US.
obviously
yeah.
not.
I thought you were saying. I thought you guys were saying in the World Cup. I was like,
No,
Bro,
We're not that stupid.
Bro,
We're not that
no,
stupid.
but like, I mean, I was like, Like, come on, lads.
You think am I going to say such a hot take like that?
Yeah. I thought it was a really, really hot take.
No.
Like,
He's
like,
cheap going
I
there.
like the
They do
fact
have
that
some
Ernie was
great
trying to
talent.
be. Ernie, I like the fact that he was
And
trying
then
to be
there's
nice
the
as
fun,
well. It's like, I don't think I agree. Instead of just calling you out, like, are you stupid?
but like, because like honestly, like some of the players are actually really talented, but like,
No.
I've heard
US
crazier
teams
shit.
and World Cups.
Yeah, but US teams and World Cups by far the best talented.
Yeah.
That's what we were
No, but
saying.
I gotta say the weakest link right now, compared to the previous generations, I always felt like US had a very good goalkeeper. You know, they like
I was gonna say the
Howard,
same.
Tim
Tim
Howard
Howard,
was there for a long
Guzan,
time.
right? Brett Guzan from Villa last time, and then
Oh yeah.
I'm missing one more as well. I can't remember.
Yeah,
There's one more. There's one I from played in the Premier League as well. Howard,
the
Guzan.
USA goalkeeper.
Yeah. And then right now it's Matt Turner for second playing for Arsenal. Terrible.
That's true.
Uh,
Is he actually good? I don't know.
And I don't rate him highly. I think.
Okay, so I have Tim Howard, Brad Friedel, Marcus.
Brett Friedel before
Yeah,
Howard.
yeah.
Then
Oh yeah, he
Guzan,
played for Spurs, right? Yeah, he did. Damn.
Friedel.
I mean, that's true.
Really?
I feel
What happened
like
to Stefan? Like, wasn't there another US keeper, Stefan? He played for Man City, I think.
let's
Yeah,
see.
but
Let's
he's
go
still
back.
young and
He's too young.
Very,
Yeah.
no, I don't really rate him really highly.
Mm.
He was he played in the FA Cup FA Cup
Steffen,
semis against Liverpool and he flung quite badly, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Zach Steffen, that's his first name. Yeah, Zach.
Yeah.
But they do have good people. I guess it's the easiest thing. You don't really need to be technically good on the ball to be able to be a keeper.
Yeah.
From the
But
US.
I feel like especially in the US, since they play a lot of catching and throwing and like just handling balls, they get like it's kind of like they're
No, you know what's the problem,
sport.
bro? I think soccer, the goalkeeper, the for soccer, right? For them, right? Those failed NFL players, then they go to soccer, or like when you don't have so you have your elite people who can catch and dive and all in the NFL, whatever.
Field hockey, ice hockey.
Yeah, then it's like soccer. That's our fifth sport. Okay, let's go to that.
Yeah, let's go back basketball and everything. Also, did you guys? Yeah, go for it.
I think Peter Cech. I think after he retired, he went to I don't know where he went, but he became like an ice hockey goalie for a professional team.
Yeah. I saw Peter Cech went into hockey.
Yeah.
And he was. I mean, makes sense. He's Czech is quite big on hockey. But did you guys just see McKennie's haircut or like?
He's got the US shit.
He's got
there.
the US flag.
He's trying to be Pogba so badly, but
It was just not as good. Damn.
No, bro, I bet you Pogba is the one that told him about it. Like, hey, you need to follow my
Juventus.
I'll hook you up with a barber. I know a guy.
And McKennie's like lost in the bubble. Like, what did I sign up to? Then
it's a shame what's happened to Pogba with his injury.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of. I saw Pep, but the interview was in Italian, and Pep explaining that it was a very recent interview about how the associations don't care about the players. It's like all these people, Pogba, Kante, Mane. Yeah. I'm sure I'm missing a couple right now as well.
Reece James, from the English.
But they're all injured because they're playing a crazy amount of games, bro. How and the problem is not that the World Cup is in January. It is in December, in winter. That's not the problem. The problem is that how many games they're playing, bro. Like in England, you have 5 bloody cups, including the Premier League, the Champions League, the Europa League, the Conference League, bro. Next year we're gonna have one under the Conference League. Like, how many games do you want?
I think this is the fastest group stage has been done. I think
it's like we have like
the group stage.
We got games from the first games are a 1 or something. We got games from 1 UK time, 1 to 7 UK time for 2 weeks in a row, non-stop.
Mental. No, but you see, to your point, right? I think fans, great for fans. But to your point, this key players that are getting injured and you see Chelsea, they're going through such a torrid time right now because Reece James was basically their whole team, right? Their nucleus revolved around him. Without him, right, they had Graham Potter couldn't get anything going right now. Everyone hailed Graham Potter as the savior for Chelsea, and now look what he got 1 win in the past 7 games.
It's not. It's a very bad record. It's not.
They play roulette with what's going to happen every week when Chelsea play.
Yeah.
Sebastian asked, what's happened to Yasha's face?
What's
happened to
happening?
Yeah,
Yash?
sorry to
Whoa,
He
interrupt.
turned
whoa.
Asian. He turned
He
Asian.
turned Asian. That shit turned Asian, bro. It's he transformed. He transformed. Sam's one of our like good mates.
All right,
Yeah.
man. Cheers, cheers,
Unfortunately.
Is it the
Yeah,
fourth guy? Is it usually you guys have like a fourth person,
yeah,
right?
no, that's
No,
Sam.
that's Sam.
Oh, Sam.
Sleep.
Okay,
He's
okay.
non-existent. He fell off the face of the earth.
He's fell off. He's fell off.
Yeah.
Also,
Cool.
what's just happened? What's just
Yeah, there's some
happened? There's like,
argument going on in the panel. Ramsey.
Okay,
yeah,
I need to
there's-
restart my stream because you lot are way too fucking.
yeah, like
intense.
they're just like they took the corner and then the ref like they're arguing for some reason.
Wait, what's your
see.
time?
I've 44-26. Ooh.
Yep, I'm
Oh,
same time
20
as
seconds
Yasha.
behind.
Hey, Yasha, sorry, Ernesto. Now I'm talking about Yasha until. Sorry.
I'm 20 seconds behind. Unlucky.
Okay. Then me and Brandon will react.
Yeah.
We'll just be quiet. Stone
Well,
cold.
you said that last time when you did react. So
No, that was a misclick. It was a misclick.
Misclick. Harry Wilson.
Oh,
Harry
but
Wilson's
okay,
a
so-
good player, you know.
So back to the Singapore rubbish. So I didn't know, Ernesto, you were. Oh wow, your dad lives in Singapore. Fantastic.
Yeah. Tanjong Pagar, bro. That's my main team actually.
Your hometown.
Yeah.
But
I've
Tanjung
never-
Pagar's their support is, I mean the numbers. I don't. Have you watched a Singapore Premier League game before?
I mean, I watched your video. If that counts as a Premier League
okay,
game.
yeah, that counts
So,
as a
like,
game. Yeah,
So
that counts.
I've never been to one or actually like watched. Do they even do it on the telly? Is that a
Yeah,
thing?
it's so no, bro. You can. I'm telling you, you can watch live on YouTube. It's the whole game is
Oh,
broadcast.
okay.
Yeah, it's free.
Just YouTube.
Yeah.
Next time
Yeah.
Tanjong Pagar is playing, I'll be showing
Then
up
we're
my
ready.
support.
Ten Hag Paga live reaction.
Yeah, let's do it. Live reaction.
So I'm trying to think of more content in the future, right? So I've got a brilliant idea, right? So I'll tell you guys, right? So you know the Young Lions, I was just telling you about this
Yeah.
club that the feeder club in the SPL, right? I legitimately I want to create a fan club, right? And it's just me every week going for the games and just ranting because they're going to get hammered every week.
Bro, that's such a good
Yeah, because people
I
watch-
brought 100 people to support a team that always gets battered type of
Yeah.
type of video title like clickbait like
Exactly. It's
Hi,
like
bro.
such a you know in football we always support the best. We always have we hope that our team does well. But I imagine supporting this team because
you've got to go with flares with big banner. You make a tifo at the start of the game. You've got like a
Yeah.
tifo. Oh, that'd be so good.
funny.
Also,
That'd be
did
so
you see
funny.
the fucking? I mean, I know you guys like did a reaction, but did you talk about the fucking the extra time in the fucking game, like 14 and 13 minutes?
They're like really like stretching the extra time.
Yeah. I mean, it's 4
It's-
minutes right now for the US
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
There's no way that felt like 4
no, but
minutes. was wasted.
what was it? The Iran game just now. Was it Iran game? I can't remember. There was a
Yeah,
good-
Iran game.
Iran,
The goalkeeper
Iran.
was on the floor.
Yeah.
It was 10 minutes on the halftime, and then I think it was like no, it was 14 minutes halftime, and then 10 minutes like
13
end of the game.
minutes because they gave a penalty.
How was
Yeah,
that
like, it was
penalty? Do you guys see the penalty? Shout! It wasn't even a penalty.
it was
It wa-
very
it
harsh.
It was
very
one of
harsh.
those 50-50 ones that sometimes
Yeah.
are given and
Yeah.
sometimes are not. But
I think
agree,
the ref was like, 6-1 up. Just give it to them.
might as well.
give
Might
it
as
to
well.
them.
Might as well.
You gotta what's his name? You gotta get him like a couple goals. Not Termi. It starts with a T.
Teruma.
Tiremi. Yeah.
Taremi,
You gotta get his goal count up.
I was so angry, because I did the live match reaction post England versus Iran, and I did
Yeah.
all the nice thumbnail, everything. So I was like, okay, 6-1, save, upload everything. Then after that, I see in the corner of my eye a penalty. I was shouting. I was like, no, don't do this to me now. I didn't sleep today, I was like, then I had to go and redo everything. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a
so
bunch
unlucky.
of accounts have done the same, like actual professional accounts, and like
Yeah.
posted, England beat 6-1, but just to, like make sure to be the first ones to post. And
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were
All
messed
rushing, yeah.
up. Yeah, all rushing and 6-2.
It's funny.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so
honestly,
but it's interesting. So anyway, it's Singapore rubbish football scene. Trying to grow it.
I'd
lah,
love
trying
to
to-
go to Singapore again. I haven't been since I was very little, but
Oh, you've been to
change.
Singapore as well. Wow.
yeah,
When you were
many,
young.
many years ago. Yeah, many with my
Cool,
family.
cool.
But yeah, it would be nice to go again. Yeah, are you gonna invite me or what?
bro, Singapore, honestly, like, okay, maybe like not. I've never like lived in it. Like, only my dad lives in it, but he really, really loves it. And to me, this going as a tourist is sick. Like it's such a it's just everything works
It's like a
perfectly.
it's like a utopia. You know? It's
It's
like a
amazing.
civilized
It's amazing.
society.
It's so I really really rate it. But I
Yeah, a
also
lot of
heard a lot of
a lot of
yeah.
foreigners. You guys like really love Singapore, but
I
if you
heard
are
a lot of
local here,
Singaporeans you don't like it at all. I've always heard that. Oh, with all the local people I've heard, like they really don't like it.
you know what's the
I don't.
problem?
Not
Yeah,
they don't like it, but
Mm, mm.
it's not as good as they say or
The
like or
problem is because we were founded in 1965. We were part of Malaysia. Malaysia is like the country next to us,
Gained
and then we were like,
independence.
then they regained independence, right? And then it's halftime now, by the way, so we can go for a
Yeah.
halftime show. How about we talk about halftime first before we ramble on
Okay,
about?
yeah.
Okay.
We'll
Since
stay
we're
for
here for
after.
this, we're not here for Singapore, but yeah, okay, cool. You
Thoughts and review of the first half. I mean,
this is everything you would expect from two like underdog teams.
yeah.
That's very
I
fair.
mean, great ball from Pulisic to get way through.
Yeah.
Good, good finish. Like it's what you expect. But the game
But
itself,
don't write Wales off. Gareth Bale's dressing room talk is going to be motivational.
guys, I'll invite you to play golf after this. Let's go. Let's get this win.
So we'll go down to the pub. Oh wait, we're in Qatar. There is no pubs.
There's no pubs. There's probably good golf courses though. I'm sure.
Wales is like the England C team, right? They were saying like how a lot of the Wales players are all born in England, but they chose to represent Wales instead. I mean,
Bale should have been representing England, but he chose Wales.
Yeah. The fraud. But honestly, would you? Well, when he was in prime, yes, but I don't think he would be playing it right now.
No, obviously not now. Yeah, now our team
Aaron Ramsey has been pretty shit as an Arsenal fan. I think
Aaron Ramsey's finished.
I don't know whether he's like playing regularly at Nice or not, but he's been crap. Like today,
the fact that he even got a move to Juventus, like he was like one of their highest paid players for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was a flop.
I like him. He was alright.
I would imagine like Juve. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, this up for debate. Yeah, but I believe that Juve and United had quite similar transfer deals in the past, like 5 to 6 years. It's just that Juve, because of Syria, they.
I think ours is worse because Juve got results.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys were under scrutiny because it's like United, a big club, every year failing, but Juve, it's just that it's been like. It's baggage, because they've been winning so and nobody's been really calling them out, and now that they are losing,
I mean, but also I think like at least from like maybe not on worldwide perspective, but Juve had been called out in Italy. The problem maybe with the media, like in any other country, like except for the Premier League, since it's the best league and it's got the best coverage, everyone always knows like straight away, more or less. Since the Serie A it doesn't have as much coverage, like the news is always like like even for this, it's like 2 years late. Like people have been calling out Juve in Italy for ages, but the problem is that like. Okay, the last 5 years, Juve won twice, back to back, of course, before the streak ended. Oh no, sorry, 3 times, or without counting this year. So let's say in the last 4 years they won twice, right?
Yeah.
But those 2 years that they won it, they didn't win it comfortably. They didn't they only won because the other teams had completely bottled it. And the only thing that had some like positives for them is that in the Champions League they would make it to the I mean they reached the finals twice. They went to the semis, the quarterfinals. They do well in Europe, but they were not Juve have been on a massive decline for a very long time. And it's been I mean now that they're not winning anymore, it's shown that they've been getting out of the Champions League. They came last in the group. They came third, tied points third.
They go Europa,
with fucking Maccabi Haifa. Like no disrespect to Maccabi Haifa, but how? And it's just poor management, poor signings. You're rebuilding your club because you've lost all your great players. You lost Bonucci, Bonucci's in the decline. You lost Chiellini,
Pirlo was the end.
Marchisio. Yeah, exactly.
The moment Pirlo retired, that's when you can see they were lost in translation. Which is why I say they're similar to United. It's like, we are a big club. So it's like, okay, this year, I think what they did was they went for a board meeting. Nedved, they was like, okay, who is the top 5 most? They never watch any footage of the players, but they just say, okay, these are the top 5 touted.
Looks at FIFA ratings and buys.
Exactly.
There's no train of logic of the signings,
No. And they bought all these really young players, McKennie, Kulusevski, which were good signings, really good signings. I mean, look, Kulusevski is doing really well in the Premier League. It shows how good of a signing. It was a good signing. But then they go out and get
rid of him.
And then they get rid of them, and then they sign Di Maria, Pogba,
Di Maria
like all
is the
these
worst
all
one
these
ever.
players that are good players. But if you're trying to rebuild a squad, you're not going to rebuild a squad with like 30-year-olds. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, like you're gonna want to do what they were doing, investing into McKennie.
Yeah.
But then
True.
why'd you sell them? Like, it
Yeah.
just makes
I
no
think
sense.
I still think the biggest fraudulent thing Juventus have done was swapping Cancelo with fucking Danilo.
Yeah, well, bro,
Oh
no
my
idea.
god, how
No
big of
idea.
an L has that
Yeah,
been?
Okay,
yeah.
but I gotta say, I think my take on that is that again, I think this is like a problem with management. Like what you're saying, right? Ernesto is like, okay, maybe at that period of time when Pirlo, like your Marquisios, all these players
Yeah.
retired, and then Bonucci and Chiellini getting old, right? So they were
Yeah.
like, okay, we need to build the youth. So that's why they brought in McKinney, they brought in
Yeah.
Kulusevski, they brought in all sorts of young
Vlahovic.
players. Locatelli, is that his name? Their
Yeah,
midfield?
Locatelli,
Yeah,
Locatelli.
Locatelli, and yeah. So they bring all these young players, right? And then they're like, okay, now let's groom them. So they take the time to groom. And then they're still winning the Serie A, right? So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
now that Milan suddenly and Inter suddenly had the last 2 years, they've risen up, right?
Yeah.
They're like, crap, we need to establish our dominance again. So what do they do? They go and sign like what I exactly said. You need to go. They panic. They
Maria.
go and get like Di Maria, Pogba to reignite the old days of Juve. It's clearly not going to work for them. As you can see.
No,
But
it's
maybe you never
not.
know. Maybe a late search after the World Cup.
Thing is, Juventus still have good talent in their squad. I mean, Chiesa is still there, Vlahovic is still there.
Yeah, like I mean,
They
the
still have a
main
You
good
guys
squad.
rate Vlahovic? I think he's not been doing
I
so
rate
well ever
Vlahovic.
since he
No.
moved.
I think it's
No.
Juve. I think it's Juve.
I think it
making
is
him
you.
look
I
like-
think, but like,
So you think it's Allegri and his tactics not
Yeah.
deploying him well enough?
Allegri, and I'll say this and I say this again. Of course, he gets results, but the only like if you were, for example, right, it's like it's the same argument people have with Pep, but I think Pep studies the game to a different level. Like I don't know if you've seen that post on Instagram about like the heat maps of the passing and like
Yeah.
for different Premier League clubs. And for Pep, it's a literal shape. Like it's like there's a like hexagons. Like it's crazy. And all the other teams are more like kind of random lines here and there. Like, but Allegri can only win if you give him world class players. He hasn't played good football ever. And we talked about this on one of our podcasts. When he was in Milan, when Milan were winning the Serie A with Allegri, we did not play good football. We just had a manager.
World-class players.
Yeah, a manager who had a lot of world-class players, and these world-class players would get
And
away
his
with a
disposal
2-1
and
win.
just like, yeah.
They could do it themselves, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like and then when he went to Juve, same thing. He had world-class players who could just do it himself. Like, he'd be like, okay, we play today with a 4-3-3. Do this, do that. In the end, it doesn't work. It all goes out the bin, and the world-class players carry the game, and they win 1-0, 2-0.
Yeah.
And then he also plays this very like retro defensive football that I really
He
don't
was
like.
It's
he
the
was the
worst,
manager that Milan won in 2010, right?
Yeah, the last
He
last
won
before-
last one,
before.
yeah.
Yeah, because that squad was like what you say. I think you can ask one of us to coach that Milan team, we probably win the Serie A as well.
Yes,
Because
like it'd be difficult.
Thiago
It'd be
Silva,
difficult not to. Yeah,
yeah.
Thiago Silva,
Ibrahimovic,
Ibrahimovic,
prime Ibra,
Boateng,
by the way. Yeah,
Paco, Robinho. We had like
Yeah.
a lot of world class
Unbelievable
talent and world class like already established talent. It was like a perfect balanced squad.
balance. Yeah.
Like yeah, I agree. You could put one of us in there, and we could probably also win the league. Like
Yeah.
we had like this perfect mix of like very like leader players and people who just
Yep.
do what they were meant to do, like hardworking players. It was perfect. Like he didn't have to do anything, and you could see
He
that
went to
'cause the
Juve
football,
and yeah.
the football was shit, and the football at Juve was shit. But like it just like he's like I'm sure he actually does something. I'm hating a little bit, but like
Yeah,
like,
fair.
it's like
He wouldn't get this far if he didn't.
no, exactly. But
No,
like
I think it's more of like because of the success that he's had. I think people are overrating him. He's like, oh,
Yeah,
Allegri,
yeah.
7 Serie A titles, greatest of all time. Blah, blah, blah. But then when you see like Pep Guardiola, it's like, yeah, you can't even lay a hand on me.
yeah,
Can't lay a
exactly.
finger on me.
Like he's nowhere near the levels, and
I think both managers are just clear.
yeah,
But don't forget Guardiola. To digress a bit, Guardiola under Johan Cruyff, right? He's part of Johan Cruyff's dream team. So the fact that he played with Johan Cruyff, I mean not played under Johan Cruyff, and then
yeah.
it was bound to
Learned
happen.
a lot
Then
from him, yeah.
When we
Yeah,
had,
he learned a
he
lot.
has so many world class players that he played with, that he then coached later on, and
Yes.
then so many like
Yeah.
great managers that he learned from as a player. Like he's had an amazing like
journey.
journey. But honestly, and I don't unite. I mean, I know Haman knows because I told you about him. Do you know who Saki is?
Saki?
Yes, he's like honestly, in my opinion, he's the third best manager of all time. And I'll tell you why now. Like, of course, Ferguson first in my opinion, and then Ancelotti, and then I'd put Saki. And even though Saki's not known, He holds the longest unbeaten streak in football history in the top 5 leagues, 58 games unbeaten. He won the Serie A with Milan and with Juve in the times where the Serie A was the best league in the world, like by far. He won the Champions League. He got Italy to a second place finish when Italy did not have a team that it was a bit like
my history teacher.
Yeah, a bit like a bit like an England. A bit like an England team right now that had like a lot of talent but just did not play together. He came in and got us to a second place finish. Of course, it would have been nice to win it. And the story of this guy, awful footballer, known by no one. The Milan manager, not manager, like CEO, acting, sporting director, whatever you want to call him, found him one day, brought him on with zero footballing like coaching experience, and won absolutely everything. Everything without of course he had the great teams, but he was the one that also scouted all of a lot of the Milan legends that you know of these days. Like this guy Sacchi, great.
Did he just like
This was what, in
disappear?
the 70s?
No, he's in early 90s.
90s, 90s, like the era when you mean like Van Basten, all this
Van Basten, Gullit, Baresi, Maldini, all this era. It was like late 80s, early 90s.
I thought Capello was the coach at that time. Maybe it was like
it was like I think. Wait, let me
transition
see.
period. Yeah,
Italian coaches.
Wow, I'm learning a lot. Yeah, same like so you can see our the comment, the highlighted comment. Love the insight, guys. I just started watching football. I feel like you guys
Oh,
Jan,
don't know who you are, but thank you.
Thank you for the comment.
Italian coaches history. So Capello also great manager as well.
Yeah,
so
because the game's been dead. This is just football knowledge.
Yeah, the USA games. Big L. So let's see.
Maybe we can.
It was just to show you that maybe sometimes experience, like sometimes people are just gifted with something.
I mean, like Ferguson. I mean, I always believe, right? This is my belief, right? That of course this is not true to every manager, but I always believe that managers most managers don't do well in their playing careers, right? Then they suddenly become like masterminds of the games. It's like, generally, they are most good managers
are shit players,
shit players, we can put it that way. And the fact that they're mostly defenders and midfielders.
Yes.
You don't really see good striker managers. Yes, they are. But
striker's easy. You stand in front of the goal, wait for the ball to come, and you shoot.
Midfield,
you have to think. You have to think.
Exactly.
Who am I going to pass to? How am I going to get going? Midfielders are the smartest. You should have your smartest players play in the midfield.
Correct. So you see, like Guardiola, midfielder. Even Ferguson, if I'm not wrong, was a midfielder. Jurgen Klopp, center defensive mid. Yeah. So all this, sometimes maybe like what Ernesto was saying, like you maybe don't even have the experience, right? But you maybe you're good like a cheerleader, not a cheerleader. Sorry, what's that word?
Leader.
Yeah, a leader like Ferguson. You know that Ferguson didn't really coach the team. It was like all Carlos Queiroz.
He was a motivational speaker.
Yeah, he was just a motivator.
That's what you want, as well. Like it's a good thing to have.
After a certain point, especially in like top leagues and stuff, the players know what they're doing. Yeah. So your main thing is to get them in the right mindset. It's all about the mindset.
You're absolutely right.
More than tactics, it's always about the mindset. Because tactics, you can always copy someone's tactics, but mindset, it's not the same. Getting people to play the way you want, it's not the same.
And then with that being said,
I found the dates. So Sacchi managed Italy between 91 and 96. Okay. He also, pretty much what he's most famous for is that he got like Parma between 85 and 87, became like one of Italy's biggest contender. I'm pretty sure he won a Europa League with them and shit. He pretty much got like Parma became a very like I would say historic team because of him out of nowhere.
After him.
Yeah, and then so he went far. He did Parma. He then went to Milan, then went to Italy, then back to Milan, and now he then went around to a couple clubs. And now I think he's just a pundit. He's still alive.
Yep. Is Parma in Syria now? They are, right?
No, Serie
B, bro. Serie B. Buffon still plays.
Still there.
Buffon is like, he's going to play until he's on a wheelchair and he's still playing.
Yeah.
I think even if he's old, even if he's able to stand up, he'll still be in goal.
You want to know a fun fact? The oldest professional footballer, as of most recent, is in playing the J1 league. And he's
I know.
It's a
I know.
Japanese guy.
Moshida, what's his
yeah.
name? Moshida? Or something
I'm not
like
too
that?
sure his name, but he's like 56 years old. He came on for like
Yeah,
cameo, like a 20-minute cameo, and like he's the
Yeah,
oldest player.
yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
let's see his name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
butcher
I've
it.
seen that a lot of times.
He's the
Respect
oldest.
it. Respect it.
So Kazuyoshi Miura. I don't know if I said
Miura,
that.
that was it. Now,
Miura.
why did I say Mushida? It's Miura. Yeah,
55 years old.
Yeah.
26th of February.
not bad.
Jesus.
So
That's
nearly
kind of
56.
fucking crazy.
Yeah,
55, bro. That's mental.
that's my dad's age, pretty much. A little less, but still.
That's mental.
All right, the second half is going to begin.
Game's
So,
kicking
game
off.
starting.
There's a substitution for Wales straight off the bat?
Yeah, James, not Dan, but
Obviously not Dan.
what a goal.
Dan James, the GOAT.
Oh, look at Wales started running, huh? I feel
Yeah.
like the game's been very static.
Wait, it
Hopefully,
is
like-
Dan James.
No, it's just some
That went
other
off.
guy, James. No.
I think.
Oh, Dan James went off. I thought.
I don't know. And is there
Okay,
any other
let's
Jameses?
dance,
In the,
Oh
in the-
yeah,
in the
Dan
team?
James went off. Dan James.
Yeah,
Went off.
it is Dan James. Is Gareth Bale going striker, or is this more? I don't know who this more guy is.
Who's more? Yeah.
James is in
Yeah.
Fulham now, is it? He's on loan to Fulham, right?
Yeah. He scored
No,
against us.
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
you
he's
got
on
both
loan.
of
No,
them.
no, he got
Got
both.
both.
He got both.
Mhm,
Oh
you
no,
got
no,
both.
he's on loan from Leeds.
On loan from Leeds.
Yeah,
Leeds,
he's-
I
he's
think
on loan
like
from
final
Leeds.
day Fulham, the usual Fulham going get like they were not Fulham were like the Nottingham Forest from
Yeah.
not to the extreme, but Fulham always just went out buying players and then they just get relegated to the Championship.
Yeah. It's just so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Hopefully the second half's got to be better, man. The first half was so fucking dead.
Yeah.
I mean, just one small little chance created by US, and they did well.
Yeah,
so.
I've got some work
Okay,
to do
so
as well.
let's talk a little bit more on like the World Cup. Yeah, since we are this
Since we're
video is
watching it.
live. Yeah. Okay. So, who do you have going out in this group, qualifying out of this group?
In this group,
Yeah.
Wales, Iran, obviously.
Wales are out.
You believe Wales
Wales,
is
Iran,
out?
Yeah, I think Wales are
Okay.
out. They don't. I mean, from
So
what
in my
I've seen,
predictions, in my predictions before this game, it was before the World Cup. I had England and US. Very straightforward.
yeah, I think it is.
I think that's got to be the safe choice, right? I think
Yeah,
like
very
if,
safe,
if,
very
if you look
no,
at like
Wales are better, I would say.
No.
Wales, no way.
Wales.
Oh, Gareth Bale, Danny James, they got Ben.
That's
Kiefer
it.
Moore.
That's
So my
it.
co-host
That's
was like Chris Miffam, Kiefer Moore, who's got quite a good form.
He
coming
plays
to
for
the World Cup.
Bournemouth, doesn't he?
Yeah,
I think
Bournemouth.
he plays for Bournemouth. Yeah,
Mm.
Kiefer Moore. That's such a Welsh kind of name.
Can you believe Gary O'Neill is doing such a fantastic job at Bournemouth? You wouldn't
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
this.
he is.
Yeah,
It's really strange, but yeah,
Very
fair
strange.
play.
Very strange.
Fair play.
Yeah.
But Wales look on it.
Wales look a lot like sharper. Like it
No,
looks like
yeah.
they're moving the ball right now.
Yeah. With more purpose. With more purpose.
Well,
Like,
exactly,
Just
yeah,
not look
the
like
goalpost.
they're just
Gareth
No, but
Bale
I've
told
gotta
them
say-
about-
Savelli
they're
Elisol, best
missing-
sports channel ever created.
Of course, bro.
Of
Big up Sav. Big up Sav.
I think the biggest problem is Wales is missing big James Collins.
Yeah,
James
James
Collins, bro. Fuck's sake.
James Collins. He
I
was
think
actually
the-
alright.
Yeah,
I
he's
think Bale's just gotta step up, bro. Bale's gotta take it
I
into
mean,
his own
he
hands.
is their best player by far. Like,
I can't remember. I remember there's some iconic Welsh players that's not playing. Is Joe Allen still? I think Joe Allen is in the squad, right?
Is he actually?
Iconic. What? No way. Wow.
Yeah. He's playing for Stoke City still now, and the Welsh
really?
player.
Okay,
Fair
so I
play
mean,
to the lad.
with the caps wise, the best. So Gareth Bale is soon to become the highest capped Welsh
Mm.
player. He's just one game. Like with this game, he's gonna be tied. With Chris Gunter, I've never heard of this Chris Gunter. He's got 109
Oh,
caps.
Chris Gunter. He used to play for. What's that? Just, Reading, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Reading.
Yeah?
Wait, let's see.
Oh, I
let's
have
see,
never
let's
heard
see.
of this guy.
Yeah.
If I'm, am
It
I
says
no mistaken? When did he roughly play? Anyway, before we should address
like
the team.
2007 to 2016, pretty much is like his professional debut was 2007, and then he
quite
made it to the
positive
Euro
for them.
2016.
Yeah, you want to address the comments first? That's a
Oh
comment.
yeah, guys, where do you see Switzerland finishing this World Cup? I see
Yes.
Switzerland making out of this group. Serbia are a good team. Obviously, it's Brazil that's going to be the top one, but I think Serbia is a good team. Switzerland, you can never write them off.
Bro, that
You're
game.
right,
So I was
That
the
Euro game
Euros
against France.
3-3. I was in Switzerland, bro. I've
I
never
was
seen
in
the Swiss
Switzerland as
people
well.
go so crazy in my life. Like
Yeah,
Swiss
that
people are
was-
very like like not shy, just very reserved to themselves. People, bro,
Yeah.
the country exploded. It was so fun to see,
Explode.
bro. It was
Oh,
so
Chris,
fun to
yeah.
I've
see.
never seen the streets like those streets were like what you would see in Italy, you know, after a league
Yeah,
win
yeah,
or some
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it
I
was
think,
fucking crazy.
but Serbia is really underrated. You see their
Serbia
squad,
is
right?
very underrated.
They are,
Yeah, I was
they've
gonna
got
say
a
Serbia is a
real
tough
good
one,
squad.
but I'm obviously Swiss, so therefore I'm saying.
Matt
Yeah,
Turner
yeah.
just had a blunder. Matt Turner had just had a blunder. If you guys tune
Yeah,
into
yeah.
yeah, he just had a
I've just seen
blunder.
that. I just seen that. But I think he called a foul, no? Because then I looked
Yeah.
away. Oh, and the US
Yeah.
are now on a counter
Switzerland,
attack.
Serbia is going to be.
So do you think Switzerland's going to fin? I don't even have them qualify out their group.
Nah,
Serbia
they're
and
gonna do it. They're gonna. Do
I
it.
I hope they do it. I'm not
I hope they
100%
do it. I pray
sure.
they do it, but like no one likes the Serbs. Let's be honest. Swiss
Yeah,
is
okay,
all
so
about-
the Swiss team. Let's see. The Swiss team, they have what? Jens Sommer at keeper. Shaqiri.
no, he's not
second,
even. He's not even their main keeper nowadays.
Bro, they
No
got him.
I think
Turkey, is it?
he might be
The-
injured.
the
He's
Dortmund
trash
keeper
for
last time?
Mönchengladbach.
Okafor, bro. Okafor is sick.
Okafor,
Bro,
yeah.
Shaqiri, he's gonna do some bicycle kick shit, bro. I bet
Shaqiri,
you.
you know what? He's
Then-
been kind of ghosting. Where is he now? Lyon. He's been kind of ghosting. At
Yeah.
least.
Is he
Then
in Lyon?
what? Embolo, the
Embolo is cracked.
Embolo's what?
Plays for Hoffenheim.
Mönchengladbach.
Hoffenheim. Like, he plays for. I think he plays for
Hoffenheim?
Hoffenheim now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
But
100%
Okafor, bro. Okafor, he fucking plays. He gave Milan and Chelsea as well so much trouble
Monaco.
when.
sure.
Yeah, it was a great player. I think he'll do well. And I
Mm.
mean, I'm pretty sure he's Swiss, right? Before I even chatting shit. He is. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Oh,
Embolo went to
Shaqiri went
Monaco,
to Monaco. Oh yeah.
Shaqiri,
went to
Shaqiri.
Monaco.
Shaqiri is
Big
gonna
Shaq.
do a bicycle kick. It has to
Big
happen,
Shaq.
bro. Like some
It
scissor
has to
kick.
happen. It has to
It's
happen.
just what this is what he
Shaqiri-
does. This is
is
what
what
he
exactly.
I
This
got
is
to
what
say that they have Captain Fantastic leading the way. for them.
exactly. That's true. And he's in the form of his
Right.
life. He's in the form of his life.
Yeah. Fair.
So
Yeah,
he's going to be key.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to be fair,
no,
he is in
it's
the form
not
of his
Shaqiri,
life.
it's Embolo. Yeah, it's Embolo. So from Mönchengladbach, he went to Monaco.
He's in
Ah,
Monaco.
Yeah.
That's a weird
He was
transfer.
spotted as one of like the biggest talent, and then he fell off quite a bit, Embolo.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was still like quite
Big Shaq, yeah,
like.
Big
Oh, you're
Shaq.
right, Leon, yeah. Yeah, but Monaco, they're still not doing too. I'm not
No,
saying
they're
doing
not.
too much.
They're not doing
It's
great
not,
at all.
no.
No, they're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
lower mid-table in the Swiss in the
They're
French
really
league.
struggling. They're really struggling.
Okay, so yeah, Chris Gunter, he did play for Reading. I remember him in my FIFA when I was a FIFA addict. I remember I always had to buy him. Reading.
Bro, and Ian Rush as well. That's another.
Oh
Welsh.
yeah, Ian Rush,
Oh,
of
wow,
course,
Ian
Liverpool
Rush,
legend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
Ian
course,
Rush.
of
Liverpool
course. Oh, big up football Ferreira. Thank you for
Oh yes, bro.
All right, big
Good
up.
to see you.
Good
joining.
to see
Yeah,
you,
Big
mate.
Shaq always turns up in the Euro World Cup. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Big Shaq
Jan-
is that tournament player.
Big Shaq always plays.
And Jan Sommer, we need to see another splendid
Jan
performance
Sommer.
from
You
Jan
know, bro.
Sommer.
You know who I saw today, and I'm like very certain. I saw Jan
Oh, yeah,
Oblak
Jan
today.
Are you
But
legit? Wow.
Where?
I'm like,
Did you fly anywhere?
So yeah. So I went to visit my family in Italy. My mom in Italy this weekend, and I flew back this morning because I have uni. And in my morning flight, I was sat at the check-in desk, just like sat there, like just waiting, in queue. And next to me in like the business class, priority lane, I see these two people. And like I quite like languages, so I was like trying to see if I would know a couple words. And they were speaking like some like Serbian, like Slavic language. And these two guys turn around and like there's like this guy was massive, right? He was fucking huge. I was like, fucking hell. And he looks at me, he's like, and I look at him like, this guy looks like somebody. And then I don't think about it anymore. And then I realized, holy shit, that looks like Jan Oblak. So then when I board the plane, I see him sitting there, like I walk past him, I'm looking at him.
Yeah.
I was like, but
What's
like
he doing in London?
but this is what like this is why is he going to London first of all?
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
what I
like,
mean.
I'm not sure if that was actually him, but
To
bro,
Chelsea,
if
maybe?
Why was he in Italy?
To Chelsea, maybe?
they played. So this is I did some research, right? So Slovenia played the other day in the capital. So maybe he and Venice and the capital Ljubljana is like 2 hours and a half away by car. So maybe he took a car to come take a plane. Why to go to London? I have no idea. But this guy was the fucking dope. Like, I literally put the picture up on my phone of him as I was walking by to make sure I wasn't tripping balls.
You should have just went up to
Exactly
him
the
and
same
say, "Yeah, hey, I'm a big Real Madrid fan." Wait, aren't you Courtois or something?
No, he's in London for negotiations. Never know.
Yeah, I tell you for Chelsea, Mendy.
Oh,
You see Mendy's horror show? We were just talking about it just now, right?
Chelsea, they got
Yeah,
Kepa.
yeah,
They
yeah,
got
yeah,
Kepa's pulled up a little bit.
Guys, Football Ferreira is gonna report us to Piers Morgan. We gotta watch out.
Oh,
We gotta watch out.
Let's go.
We
Let's
gotta
go. Let's
watch
go.
out.
He's signing
Uh,
for Bournemouth.
he's signing
Signing
for
for
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
But it was like, yeah, maybe it was him, maybe it's not. If he's signing for some London club in the next couple of weeks, then he was here.
Eddie's got the sauce.
Oh,
Better
my
than
I've got the
Fabrizio
sauce. I've
Romano.
got the
Yeah.
sauce. I've got the sauce.
He's
Jan
just
Oblak
scared of
spotted on a
Atletico.
flight.
He's got
Spotted on a
scared.
flight.
Dude, you
But
should
wait.
actually text Fabrizio and say that.
honestly. So
And put the source as the Foot Fetish podcast.
yeah. So their next game, you know why I have it. Oh no, that's in March though. So okay, yeah, no, there's no chance.
No, bro, imagine Fabrizio like tweets like, "Here we go." Then after that, the sauce is food fetish podcast.
I'd be fucking laughing my
That'd
ass
be
off,
too
bro.
funny. That'd be too funny.
Laughing my ass off. That'd be too good. That would actually so funny. And I reckon, knowing that, like we noticed, and I don't know if it's you, if you noticed the same. Well, when you're doing the goal difference, that like it's so difficult to get people from different platforms to go on YouTube and actually subscribe or like.
Oh,
Like
most
for
definitely.
example, we get like 140,000 views on a fucking Instagram post.
Yeah.
Not even one person checks out the podcast. It's crazy. Like
But
you know,
yeah, we can take this offline, but you know that's why I'm going like vlogs and whatnot, because like it's a bit the market is not there yet, I would imagine. And also I would imagine that the podcast market, right? This is more like general like feedback. It's like they want to see renowned personalities on
People
the podcast.
talking, people that have like some
Yeah,
sort
some
of
kind of like some kind of
Yeah,
gravitas or some kind of like backing, you know, like, oh, they're ex-footballer, or they're a current footballer, you know.
Ben Foster or then or like
Yeah,
or
but
like
you know,
a
that's
YouTuber, like a known YouTuber.
All right,
know?
so like
Yeah.
you guys like that's why I really like enjoy your product, because like, you know, your TikTok, your the product that you guys put out there is really fantastic. You know, it's you know, we all have our niche and our market, and I think you guys are really hitting that market in the short videos and reels. No, that's what I
Yeah. No,
compliments to you.
I really thank you. We appreciate it. It's gotta be a big up to Yasha for he's the
Yeah,
main
for
he's the
but,
main man.
but to your point, right? YouTube is such a
So
very
it's
tough
difficult.
place
It's
to-
difficult.
yeah.
The algorithm's a bit messed up as well on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's
but like
really
for
random.
shorts, like we get like for we have the full fetish clips. Check that out if you guys are watching. Go check out that. Like we get like we've realized now by some trial and error that if you put like if you post a short, just make something pop up that says subscribe. People actually subscribe if you show that. Like we posted
Yeah.
literally like 30 shorts without that, gain maybe 2 subscribers per like 4 shorts. The last 3 shorts we put subscribe, we gained like 20 subscribers from it.
Cool.
They
So
have
this is-
they have had better views
This
than
one is
usual.
more visual cue. Maybe it's more of a visual cue.
Yeah,
that just, like, you
yeah.
see and like, you know.
It's just it's odd. It's odd that is a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not because it's only been 3 videos. Like we're gonna have to do more to see if it's actually like a trend. Maybe it's just, you know, the content's better, so people are gonna want to subscribe more. It's weird. It's such a weird place, YouTube, and just like TikTok and Instagram, so weird.
Yeah.
Like a video that's really good can do really
One-
bad, and then a video that's
yeah.
like shit will get like millions of views. It makes no sense.
It's really random. If it does,
Yeah,
it does well on one platform, but it doesn't do well on the other.
Yeah, and it's
Some
like the
does
same
well on-
exact. It's
yeah.
so weird. Such a weird place. It's such
Like,
a
you
weird
know, the
place.
ones that do well on all platforms are the ones that are actually like, okay, that's actually really good.
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
imagine to talk more about YouTube, right? It's like the generation that uses YouTube. I think like if you only subscribe, is like how do I put it? I'm trying to phrase it correctly. Like, okay, like TikTok, Instagram, people are more willing to give you a follow or like follow and like, because they are always on this kind of apps. You know, it's like very visual cue. You know, but YouTube is like, oh, I'm going to YouTube to search a specific thing. You get what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm gonna go on YouTube, watch my favorite YouTubers, and then like, if I like podcasts, I'll watch podcasts. Yeah, and that's it. So it's not like this. I don't see people like go on YouTube like, oh yeah, I'm scrolling my feed, you know, like going at it. Like, okay, it's more on like Instagram, Twitter,
Yeah,
TikTok,
that's true.
for that matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you know, you guys should just stay the course. You know, legit, your content is really good. You know, big up
we
to
gotta.
Yash,
I mean,
and
it's exactly. I
Yeah,
mean,
but you guys
it's also been like only 2 months. You know, like if you look at YouTubers, they take years and years to blow up. I mean, YouTube, of course, has changed. Like, but we're doing good views. We're trying to improve our content. Like, our podcast channel isn't doing good views, but the other channel is. Our Instagram's doing really well. Our TikTok sometimes does well, sometimes does bad. TikTok is another whole weird thing.
You roll the dice with every post.
We just gotta be consistent and keep going.
No, but since I'm like growing a bit as well, I definitely would want you guys. If you guys want to come on, I will do more like live streams as well. Please feel free.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Let us know.
No,
The only problem is the
is
time
the
difference. Yeah. Because when it's night for you, I'm in uni.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Wait, what's the time for you right now?
7 hours. It's like 4 in the morning.
What?
4:20.
Are you joking?
Why are you awake? Why are you still here?
Because of the food fetish podcast, guys.
Nah, bro, go sleep.
And make
bro.
sure to
Go
check
sleep,
out
go
the
sleep.
goal
No,
difference.
no. I feel like
Get his
Go
link. Get his
check
link.
out.
Put it in
I'm
the
getting
chat.
his
No.
link. I'm putting it
no,
in the
legitimately
chat.
why I'm here is because my body clock has been screwed up ever since I've been doing the vlogs. I'll be very honest with you all, like, because like so like if whoever's watching right now, right, this is just like some feedback for you guys. Not feedback, some good idea of what we go through. You know, like Yasha, the food fetish podcast, myself, Goal Difference.
Definitely Yasha.
We do a show, right, and then or like a vlog or like content, right, and then after that, like the other day the vlog I went for the game, and then I ended about 9 o'clock. I went home. I had like one omelette for my dinner. I finished my editing at like 5 a.m.
Jeez.
You do it all in one session, huh?
One session, because I've always been a person to like, if I'm very motivated, I'm gonna get it done today. I cannot like procrastinate or like, okay, I'm gonna have a nap. I'm just gonna so you have to just get it done like at that same sitting. So it's that kind of effort that we put in, and sometimes it's really like it takes a lot of time and effort, but it pays dividends at times, like what you said.
It will be worth it all in the end.
Yeah, of course, it'll be worth it at the end of the day. So
True.
Anyway, like I feel like your content will be perfect for like a channel like mine, but definitely we can talk about this.
We can do an off stream.
Off stream. We have a lot of things to talk off stream, as you can see, but it's good friends. I always wanted to come on the show and like talk to you guys, because every time when I watch the podcast, it's like you guys legit. The content that you guys put out, right, is fantastic. Like,
thank you, mate.
I
Appreciate it. We try. I mean, of course, it can always be better, but we do.
Of course, we all have things.
We can always only improve.
Exactly. There's always,
okay.
I think just ideas is what we need. Ideas is.
No, I think the how did I put it? The formatting is good. Like you see it. Okay, why I always comment. I'm sure you guys see my comment. I always like they say like, oh, I got like 7 quiz, like 3 points from your quiz. I love the blitz quiz. All these kind of things, It's
blitz quiz is the go.
The blitz quiz.
Legit, as a fan, right? Like it's really entertaining, because like it gets me glued. Like, okay, I want to outdo, for example, like Ernesto is
exactly
the hot seat. Like, I'm gonna do better than him.
Bro, the hot seat is a curse, bro. You don't understand.
The first person curse.
I always joke with you guys. I'll comment and say, oh, I did. I always feel like I'm a bit proud. Like, okay, I'm doing better than you guys. But I bet you one day you get me on and you put me in the hot seat.
We have
the pressure.
I legit gonna get a blank 0. I can see it coming.
And we're gonna make you go first, so you have the most pressure. You're gonna get minus points, bro. It's impossible.
Yeah, but great. Some of the segments are really good. The ideas there, and then like how you guys can like segregate it. I think it would be definitely like good for like blowing up in the future for sure.
Inshallah.
Yeah. I mean, we've already talked about how goated your Singapore Premier League series is. So yeah. Go guys, make sure to go check out the Goal Difference if you want to see some cracking Singapore content, bro. It's actually it's super interesting as well. Really rate it. Really rate it.
Cheers.
It's a great idea, and clearly you can see it's a great idea because it's getting good views, bro.
Yeah, no, but honestly, I think for like just generally YouTubers, like growing YouTubers like us, right? I think like channels, I think like doing vlogs is quite a good way to grow, because one thing I've realized, right, through experience, is that when you do vlogs, right, it's more like personal. You get to get into the person's life. I think people love to see these kind of things, whether is it football, whether is it going to the market to buy something. It just resonates with people,
Your need
Yeah.
pull up. We do a St. Albans City vlog.
St. Albans City. Yeah, so like, do you know Football Manager?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We, me and Amant, and also Sam, the other podcaster, we've got like a save where we play together, and like I'm Dulwich Hamlet, Amant's like St. Albans, and Sam
It's
is
like this is like the 7th league.
It's like
of
Panorama,
England
Panorama National South something.
football. Yeah.
And so since they're all like, these two teams are London clubs, me and Amant have to go watch the derby.
Yeah.
The whole derby, bro.
No,
The whole
you see the beauty of this, right? Is why my vlogs are blowing up, right? Is because there's nobody doing Singapore Premier League vlogs, right? So similar to yours, right? You guys are going to a derby that's the 7th tier, right? If you guys can go and
Holy
be
shit, what a
creative-
save. Oh, did you just see?
Yeah.
Oh, what a header though.
Great save. Holy, I didn't even notice. We were so
Yeah,
tied
yeah.
up. Yeah, sorry, you were saying?
Matt Turner, fantastic. Arsenal player. Let's go. Come on, you guys. It's not. Yeah, I was saying, I think you guys can really grow from that, because people will like be interested to see what a derby day is like for a 7th tier league club, and probably better than the Singapore clubs, the 7th tier.
Yeah, that's Yasha. I was just about to say. Yeah, Yasha's just said it. Sean from the group chat does that. He goes to like the low league games, and it's really good. It's really good stuff.
Yeah. But I don't understand, how do you have the confidence to like vlog in front of people? That's
that's something I can't
that's so
do.
weird to me. That's so weird.
So
That like just gives me like instant just cringe and like pain.
Yep. That's the biggest hurdle, in my opinion, as an advice coming from me to you guys, right? Like for me, I play music as well, so I play guitar. So I'm quite okay with like stage presence, like going onto stage, playing in front of people and whatnot. So like for this, I think for me, right, it's just F it, just go. Because like, as I said, Singapore is a very conservative society, right? You don't say anything, people just live their life, right? You'd be a bit abnormal, and not abnormal, maybe that's not the right word. You'd be a bit more outspoken, right? To me, abnormal, but outspoken, yeah. And then people are just like, okay, this guy is just trying to do something. Okay, let's move on in life. Is that the initial embarrassment, you need to get over it. And people are just, once you get that hurdle, right, I swear, it's way easier, legit. And like, also partly, I have a gimbal with me, right? I bought a gimbal, right? And then the gimbal, right, is actually advice, right? Generally, if you have an accessory that looks like you are vlogging, right, it makes it way easier, because people are going to look at you and then just like they'll make
guy's
sense.
An influencer.
No, they will make legit. It will make sense. Like, okay, they're giving you the stare, but they're like, they're doing a video. Okay, so you don't feel so bad. You get what I mean? It's weird if you're holding a phone.
To me, bro. So weird.
If you're holding a phone like that and then you're just like, hello, and then people are just like, what's this?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
What's this idiot?
Exactly. So it's like, if you have a microphone with you walking around, it will look super weird.
You look professional.
Yeah, you're going for the professional look, right? But it looks more. It will be more accepted, because people are like, okay, these guys are doing content. You get what I'm saying? Rather than just weird, no offense, but weirdos like just talking in front of a phone, like, holding it very semi-amateurish, So yeah.
I'm sure it helps, but still, it just feels so weird to me, man. It's such a weird concept.
Because for us, it would be a lot more difficult to do, because Yasha doesn't live in the same country.
It would have to be like a vlog where only one of us, which is weird.
Yeah.
Or maybe and two, maybe honestly, a Dulwich versus St. Albans City.
We should go to the next derby, bro. We just missed it. It was last month. Was one of the fixtures.
Do they still keep going when there's the World Cup?
Yeah. But you think World Cup players are gonna go from there?
No, but maybe like there was it's like international break for everyone or something.
No.
I mean, you still got like Barbados.
They have
versus
a shit ton of
Bahamas.
games. They have a shit ton of games.
Yeah.
So just be weird and F it. You know what happened with this vlogging thing? I'll be honest with you guys, right? I had the day I started vlogging, right, which is like maybe 3 weeks or a month back, 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so like 2 days ago, pretty much.
Yeah. So what happened was, basically, I was my friend. So my close friend, he's a really good footballer, but he didn't pursue football. But his brother pursued football, and he's playing for one of the Singapore Premier League sides. So nice. He gets free tickets to watch the game. So he's like, hey, let's go and watch. You want to watch? Yeah, sure, bro. I'll go and watch. So I was like, okay, I'm going to watch a game. Then I was like, actually, as I watched like 2 games before the day I vlogged with him. Okay, so those 2 matches, I was just like, oh, it's fun atmosphere and all. Then I was just like, I feel like doing something at the game. I don't know why. I just had this urge. So I was just like, okay.
Whip out the
You
camera.
I kid you not. Right. The game was on like on a Friday, right? The Thursday, right? I went to the IT shop. I just said, hi. I've got a budget to buy a gimbal. I just want a gimbal. It's like, what are you doing it for? I said, I don't know. I legitimately don't know what I'm doing. I'm just give me the damn gimbal. I will figure it out. And I don't know what I'm doing for. So I took the gimbal. I was just like, okay, I'm going there with the pretense that I'm going to do a vlog, and I have no clue what I'm doing. Legit. I'm not making this up. Right. I just went with the flow. I was like, okay, let me talk in front of a camera. Then I feel like when you are like, you see, another advice I can give you guys, right, is like when you guys are so confident with football, you guys football knowledge is like, that's football for us favorite line. You guys football knowledge is
your guys' football knowledge is phenomenal.
So throwing a bit of so when you guys are like a meta expert, right, people they're not gonna they won't like doubt you. Do you get where I'm coming from? So it's like, if you're an expert in cars, right, you're going to talk about cars. People are just like, wow, this guy is fantastic in his car knowledge.
If you say anything confidently enough, people will believe you.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So for us, I would say for us, and foot fetish goal difference, we are all very knowledgeable in football, right? So when you go to a football game and you talk about football, right, you just have to have the confidence, like you are speaking facts. Yes, you may be saying some rubbish in there, but you know what you're talking about. And then people will
back yourself.
Exactly. Then the energy, right? You see the vlogs I've been doing. If you guys like look closely, people are suddenly like looking at me like weird, but then like they're gravitating towards me like, oh, okay, this guy is some kind of like weirdo
football scout.
Yeah.
So that'll be vlogs would be sick to do, but it's in our circumstances it's difficult.
Fair.
It is like, it's not impossible, but it's a lot difficult. It's more difficult, and it's still something that I need to like get my head around.
Like the thing is, already like really speaking, you could always just pull up to mine because I have a car, obviously. So you just pull up to mine and we could go to a game. So that's not a hard thing.
We went to see a West Ham Crystal Palace, but that would have been weird to do a vlog with like 10, like we went to like a very big group of people, of like friends of friends. So like I didn't really know everyone.
The game where Palace Olisi scored the last minute.
The last minute goal.
I gotta say, right. So I was saying just now a bit. Again, we're not talking about the game.
It says a lot about the game.
Yeah, so I was in London in April. I was telling you before the stream went on, right? I wanted to watch Arsenal, but they were playing against Crystal Palace the last season when they got hammered 3-0 at Selhurst Park. So I was like, that weekend. Then the day they were playing at Selhurst Park, I was taking a train to Paris. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to make it. So I just went to Emirates, whatever. And I went to watch West Ham play at the London Stadium. It was fantastic. I got to say the atmosphere.
You went to the actual London Stadium? Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I love blowing bubbles. I was fantastic.
That was the weirdest.
I did not.
Blowing bubbles.
Yeah, that was so. I did not know that was a thing. It was so odd to just see it happen.
It was so.
No, I had to do research before, and of all games, I had to go for a West End game, and then their tradition is the bubbles, right? I was actually, this song is really addictive. So,
bro. But also, do you know the song is so depressing? So, you know,
it is. Because its fortunes always just like my
flies high and comes down like my dreams.
Look, I'm forever blowing bubbles. Lyrics. They fly so high, they reach the sky. Then, like my dream, they fade and die. What the fuck? Isn't an anthem meant to be like exciting, encouraging? This shit's depressing.
No, but apparently the law, right, was in the early 20th century. Apparently, the composer of this song was like a friend of like the owners or the directors of West Ham. I don't know whether it was called West Ham or was it like Thames Ironwork at the time. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like Thames Ironworks.
Yeah, I know you guys just did one of the guess the club, right? It was West Ham, right? I know, right? I know. I keep up with the times. So anyway, it's just the law was that because the history of West Ham is that they were all they were heavy minor workers, right? So West Ham was like a getaway. A lot of British clubs is like a getaway for this lower tier
low class sport.
Lower class sport, right? So for West Ham, that's why the song resonated so well with them because it's like it's like it's just a time to spend time with my buddies. You
something
know,
they can
life
relate
may not
with
be
and, you know,
fantastic, but we're just having a good time. So it
Yeah,
was a really nice story behind it, and
fair play,
every
fair
time in
play.
the car I'm playing it, and then my co-host Josh was like, hey, oh yeah, it's a nice song.
you
It sounds
good?
like a
Are you-
church song. Yeah, but I can play on the guitar. I can play on the guitar for you.
Yeah.
send it. We got it next stream. We got just a live reaction.
Ernie can
Bro,
play the guitar as well, so
yeah,
dual
but
dual plays.
not as good as Brendan if he's performing in front of people, bro. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
How did you perform in front of all of us? It's the same thing.
Yeah, that's like 2 people, bro.
Yeah, so really great atmosphere. Great. I love the London Stadium. It was fantastic. But I gotta say, for a 60,000 seater, do you know the fun fact that the London Stadium is the most packed? What's that word? They packed the most fans average in average the past 2 years, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, really? Like
really?
they have the highest average.
Yeah, the highest home average attendance in the Premier League. Yeah,
No, I
so
don't know that. No,
yeah,
I didn't
so that's quite interesting. So the West actually in London, there are a lot of West Ham fans. I got to imagine because they're quite
Yeah,
in
East London,
yes.
especially everyone supports West Ham.
Exactly. Where I
one.
live. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, in the
a funny
ends.
story. Yeah, food fetish clips. What's the best clips channel? Of course,
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
sir.
good.
Yes,
Brandon
sir.
knows.
Yash go, by the way.
Where is Yash? Type in the chat.
Yeah, what happened?
No,
what happened to
he's the one writing this shit.
Nah,
him? Yeah, but what happened? Why is he not live with us?
Oh,
because
it's got the
family
the-
situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, okay.
The way
Alright,
they
sorry
live
about
in the
that.
house, they cannot.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Cheers.
That's
Anyway,
not-
so
nah. I
yeah, so
wrote
funny
the
story.
clips channel.
Yeah, so a funny story, right, was I went to watch West Ham, right? So my dad and we took the Uber, and then we reached the stadium. So I was like, okay, let's take a picture, right? So I asked this gentleman, I was like, hi, can you help my dad and I take a picture? He's like, yeah, sure, mate. So he took the phone.
Runs
And
away
then
with
he
the
was
phone.
Yeah, no, he legit wanted to run. No, he was an elderly guy, but yeah, I think he saw 2 Asians. He wanted to pull a fast one, like he tried to pretend to run away. Then I was just like, "Are you serious?" In front of everyone, you really gonna do it to me, and I was not in I was like, whatever. Then he just came back laughing. So that I put my hands around my dad. Right then, I was like, "Okay, smile." Then he was like, "What are you guys doing?" I'm like, "Huh?" I said, "Aren't you guys gonna iron it up there?" Okay. Because my dad and I are Arsenal fans, right? So we were like, in my mind, I just told my dad, I said, let's iron up. So we did the up the irons, right? Then he's like, yeah. So then he was like, are you West Ham fans? Then I'm like, yeah, we are, Singapore.
Singapore, big West Ham fan. Go on, you hammers.
More like, I wanted to do this to your F y'all North London all the way.
So have you ever watched an Arsenal game?
Never. My dad has at Highbury. My dad used to work in London. That's a fun fact.
Oh, okay.
I've been to Highbury, but I've never been.
I'm guessing that's why you support Arsenal then.
Yeah. Fun fact, my name is Brendan Gunn, right? So from young, I was like, oh, the Gunners. I was like, okay, I have to support.
Makes sense.
So it's all.
You know me, I'm fucking lame in this kind of rubbish. So yeah, I have to.
Wales are on an interesting attack, by the way. They've been like pondering outside.
Bro, they've been dominating this half.
Yeah.
So Dan James was the problem. I think Dan James was the problem.
was always the problem.
Wow.
Our only good piece of business was buying Dan James and selling him for a profit.
Yeah.
In the last,
you guys sold him to where?
In the last 10 years.
You guys sold him to Leeds?
Yeah, to Leeds.
Oh, so you guys bought him from
Swansea, I believe.
Swansea, yeah. Okay, I forgot about. He's just got a pace in him. That's all. That's
literally all he did. He runs fast. He should be at the Olympics, not here.
He should come to Singapore. Singapore really
Honestly,
he'll do well. He'll do
very well.
He'll score 20 goals easily.
So who's how long has been the Singapore League been a thing?
Okay, so it's been around for a while, but I think the official Singapore Premier, it used to be called S League, like due to like commercial and like advertising rights, S-League, S-League. But then now they changed it to Singapore Premier League because I guess they realized like, we need a better marketing and So I think the Singapore Premier League has been around since like 2014, 2015, if I'm not wrong. It could be earlier, 2010 or 2010 even. But sorry, I think no, I'm mistaken. 2014, 2015. Quite. So I'm
reading this now. There used to be 13 teams. Is that right?
Yeah. So at one point,
how did you have 13 teams?
It's weird. Like at one point,
work?
You know, at one point in 2011, if I'm not wrong, we got this club called Etoile FC. It's a French club. I mean, sorry, it's not a French club. It's like a French-run organization, right? And,
Uh-huh.
okay, club, yeah. They were founded in 2010 and then they were dissolved in 2012. Okay, so what was the whole point of this French club or French organization? Basically, the S League, at the time it's called S League, right? Before the Premier League, they were saying like, okay, we want to promote better competition for the locals, right? So they legitimately founded a French, like I think I legit was like down the street, like maybe this French organization, like, okay, let's found a club. Only French European players played in this club, no locals. So that was the first thing. Yeah, they're trying to promote like get the fans to go down to the stadiums, like like European.
Actually, wow.
It lasted 2 years. Yeah. I tell you, it's quite interesting.
Oh, it's a pen.
Is
it's a pen.
I'm behind now.
Thanks.
You're behind. Oh my God, Bale.
Yeah, there's a pen. That's a pen.
That's a pen. I think it is.
Clear pen.
Wow, how fucking head are you guys? What's your time?
Yeah. That's a pen.
on the dot.
I can't see it right now because they're showing hella replays right now.
Yeah.
I can't actually see my time. But
that's clear pen.
That has to be
a draw.
Yeah. So who's won it the most times? Because I'm trying to find it right now and I can't find it anywhere.
Singapore Premier League is Albirex Niigata, the Japanese feeder team.
So okay, they've won it the most times. Okay, I thought they were just the most recently successful.
No. Then
they're dominating, is what you're trying to say.
No, but there's this, if you watch the vlog, right? There's this like Hougang is their fan club is crazy, legitimately crazy. Like they're quite hardcore lah. In a conservative society like Singapore, they're hardcore. I think if you compare them to like Londoners, I mean like the scenes in London is like this is like a lower league kind of atmosphere.
Right. Let's Brendan. Let's let him man to react to the penalty. We'll be Stone Cold. We won't react to whatever happens. Man, it's all on you. It's all on you to carry. What minute are you on right now?
I'm at 8:45 now. 80.
Oh my God, you're literally 40 seconds behind.
Yeah, it's shitty Wi-Fi, man. What can I say? Well, it's not even Wi-Fi. I'm using hotspot.
Yeah.
Right. It's a goal. Yeah, I think it's a goal.
Is it? Who knows?
Yeah. I have to find out. The Arsenal legend Turner. Is he going to save it?
I don't think so, lad.
This Wales fan cannot watch it.
They're shitting themselves.
Gareth Bale's got composure in his veins.
He's composed, bro. He's too composed.
Actually, one country that surprised me not qualifying was Scotland. I thought Scotland was doing quite well.
Yeah.
I think Italy is the biggest shock.
Oh, and
Bale. Good pen. Very good pen. Solid pen.
2 minutes behind, but he's seen it.
Keeper guessed right, but still couldn't save it. That was a solid pen.
Yeah. Look at that. I love just the limbs at the back when it goes in.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah.
The goal net sound is like such a nice.
Oh, watch for Georgia for the next Euros. I think they're going to qualify.
Yeah, I mean, Kvara, bro.
Yeah, Kvara is going to carry. No, but they have legit like good.
They have like decent squad.
Yeah, decent squad.
The only other Georgian player I can think of is like Mamardashvili. I think he plays for Valencia or some shit. I don't know. I might be mistaken.
I wouldn't be able to tell you the starting 11, but
that's the only other player I can.
I saw that there's been like a huge spike in the amount of football watched in Georgia.
Oh, he did kind of save it. He like pushed it into his own net. Oh no, he didn't.
No, that was top bins from Bill.
Yeah,
it was a good penalty.
Yeah. Are you seeing those type of pens in the Singapore Premier League?
No. Okay, so the top scorer in the Singapore Premier League, his name is Boris Kopitovic. There's a running joke in Singapore because the Singapore Premier League social media team went on Transfer Market, right? The website.
Transfer Market.
I use that to make my TikToks.
Yeah, and they took they I'm not kidding you. They took all the major leagues in the world, right? So Singapore Premier League is considered a major league. I don't know how, but they're considered a major league. And then they posted this on their social. I don't know where I can find it, but they said, okay, Boris Kopitovic is the top scorer in the world in the major league. More goals scored compared to Lewandowski and Mbappe. I'm just like, the local, everyone was joking like, "Hey, are you serious?" So that's why every week, Joshua, my co-host, we just keep we just say like, "Hey, why did Serbia not pick Boris Kopitovic? He's the top. He scores goals for Lewandowski, in the Singapore Premier League."
Slept on.
Yeah, so he's got in 28,
on, for fuck's sake.
in 28 games, he's got 35 goals. That's our top scorer in the league.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Damn, 35 goals. In how many games did you say?
28.
Damn, you know what?
28, yeah.
So okay, I think I had this questions on one of the very, very early podcasts, right? About how many goals you could score in the Premier League. So how many goals do you think you could score in the Singaporean league? If I
played in the season, I could in the season.
In a season, and you were on pens.
How many games is it again? 8 times 4, what? 32 games.
And also you're playing for that.
So imagine you're playing. Okay, I would say. Yeah, you're playing against the same team 4 times in the season, right?
Yeah, because so 28 games. Yeah, so 28 games. Yeah.
So how many? You're asking me the question, or you're asking you guys?
But everyone. I mean, you, Hemant, everyone. How many goals are you scoring? And you're playing for the Japanese team.
Only without my injury, right? Only without my injury.
Yeah, without your injury. In your prime.
Okay. In my prime. In my prime, I played as a centre back. So
that's plenty of goals. No, but okay, you play striker up front. You're on pens.
I'm target forward.
Target forward, pressing forward, advanced forward. You're and you're playing for what's the Japanese team called?
Albirex Niigata.
Yes, them.
Albirex Niigata. Yeah.
You're playing. Go. So how many?
28 games. I think I'm scoring 10 goals.
10 goals.
Yeah. No, I think that is legitimately very feasible.
I think
yeah. If you say like 15, I'll be like, nah, bro. I think you're out of your mind. But 10 to 8 to 10, I think that's quite fair.
8 to 10. Okay, then. Okay. Then I can see myself scoring 12. If a man's scoring 10, I'm scoring 12. My finishing
Have
is.
you not seen my volleys? Have you not seen my volleys?
True.
So I give you some of the since we're talking about like the Singapore Premier League as well, I give you some players that are playing right now in the league that probably you guys may heard of before. All right. Okay, so Andre Moritz, he used to play for Crystal Palace. He's now 27 years old.
Singapore League?
Yeah, he's in the Singapore League. So he's playing for Hougang United. You guys can search him up. So he was in the champion. He played with Zaha and Bolasi when they got promoted in 2013 to the Premier League.
How many goals has he scored?
Funnily enough, he's on the bench most of the time because he's old, like 37, 30, so he don't have much pace. But when he comes on, you can see that kind of difference in quality, right? So that's Andre Moritz. We've got the likes of Vincent Bezekor. He plays for Geylang, the team that I support. He's a French player. He used to play for the Red Bulls, New York Red Bulls, but not for the first team.
Oh, okay.
In the MLS, yeah.
Oh, okay. So there are some players who played like at a decent level,
Yeah. So there are some. And fun fact, Bezekor in a recent podcast said that he was under when he was in the New York Red Bulls. Jesse Marsch was the manager. So
really,
he was commenting saying like Jesse Marsch has like a lot of charisma. He's a very charismatic person. Yeah, and whatnot.
Yeah. Charisma can't win you matches though.
Yeah,
it can help. Can help you get a job.
All right, who else am I'm missing out? Okay, so the Sailors. So the Sailors are like the Man City of Singapore, right? And they've smashed
Wales. Wales are on the attack. Oh, okay, nothing.
Yeah,
Great catch from the.
All right, so then they've signed Kim Shin-wook. He's a Korean striker. Won the Asian Champions League before. He's like 34, 35 years old now. So basically, you see the trend. It's like older players coming to retire in a sense.
Yeah. It's it's getting a bag.
Yep. So he's like what 2 meters tall. So he's
how much do players get paid there? Like what's like your average wage?
I would say in pounds. Let's see.
Yeah,
I mean, even just saying Singapore dollars, I'll do it.
Yeah, we just do the conversion.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume like 1 to 2 for now. No, maybe 1 to 1.8, whatever. Maybe average would be for the locals would be like 3,000 pounds. No, less than that. 2,000, maybe 2,000
a week.
1,000?
No, a month.
Oh yeah, 1.2k a month for local. And for these type of players that are coming to retire.
Oh, so from what I heard, they get. It depends on the gravitas of. I mean, of course, Maybe okay. I give you a fee that I'm me myself. I'm not even I'm not so comfortable. I'm not even confident that I'm right. All right. So I would imagine the best player like Lestienne, the one who had like 25 assists in like 12 goals and 25 games. I would imagine he's getting paid like 20,000 maybe.
20,000. Okay.
Oh, sorry, maybe sorry, Singapore, maybe 15,000 pounds. Maybe I would say.
Okay, so I mean 20,000. 20,000 is 12,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
not bad at all.
It's a good for a month. That's quite a good salary. I mean, Singapore is very expensive.
Yeah, so very expensive country. And then I'm trying to think of more players. So the Sailors also signed Diego Lopez. So he's the most expensive Singapore Premier League transfer.
The goalkeeper.
No, not the
okay.
That's some random number 10 Brazilian. He used to play for Rio Avenue. I'm assuming it's called Avenue, but it's Rio AVE. It's a Portuguese.
Rio. Okay, I think I know them. I think I've seen them somewhere.
Yeah, it's a Portuguese team. So he used to play there. We smashed the transfer record. They paid like 3 million Singapore dollars for him. So
damn, what was the record before?
I couldn't even tell you. Maybe 500,000.
Okay, so it really smashed it. It almost feels like football back in the day where they used to like buy world class players for like $500,000, $1 million. I mean, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure we bought.
Didn't Zidane like the most expensive was like 3 million or some shit?
No, I think Zidane was like 20. Which
20 was it?
Very.
I'm definitely missing a player. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a player that you guys confirm. No, he used to play for the Singapore S League maybe in the past, but he's long gone already. I mean, not long gone from the world, but long gone from Singapore. All right.
Cool.
Ex-Arsenal player. No, let me just quiz y'all. All right.
9 minutes. Player. I'm sorry, 9 minutes.
Yeah, it's mental. I don't know. It's rigged from the start, bro.
Yeah, legit. Okay, sorry.
Okay, let me quiz y'all. All right. I would say it's quite a well-known personality. He's I don't know if he's still playing. Wait, I don't think he's playing anymore. Let me see.
Just quick research.
Quick research. Okay, so he's an ex-Arsenal player, right?
Ex-Arsenal.
Okay. Let me do one of your who's this player, right?
Guess the player.
Who is this player?
No, he's got too many clubs to name, but I'll name the more significant clubs, all right? So from 1999 to 2005, he played for Arsenal. Okay, so that's 6 years in Arsenal.
Okay, so Invincibles.
Yeah, Invincibles. Then he went to Liverpool for Birmingham City and Liverpool. So in that 4-year stretch, he was like, 1 year he went to Birmingham, then he went to Liverpool. Then he went to Spain to Zaragoza. And then he went to Stoke City for 3 years. And then then he fell off, and then he went to like other country, went to Wigan. Then he came to Singapore and played for Tampines Rovers, and then he last played for some Billericay Town. I don't know what's that.
That's Vanarama South team.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the biggest takeaways will probably be Arsenal,
Liverpool,
right?
Yeah.
Liverpool, and Arsenal.
Arsenal.
I can give clues. Yeah.
And what nationality? Give me the nationality because I have no idea. Right
British.
British. Okay, British like English or like Welsh or
English.
Okay.
English.
Never been kept by England before. Kept in the under 21s, but never been kept for England before.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
A winger. So it makes it easier for you.
That just makes me think of Walcott. But I know
John Barnes.
John Barnes. No. Okay. He's known for his quite off the field antics. Let's put it that way.
Off the field antics. What did he do?
Yeah. He's
like a nonsense.
Adam Johnson. He went to Man City.
Oh wait, in fact, he played a vital role on Wikipedia. He played a vital role in the club Liverpool's run to the Champions League finals in 2007, where they lost to Milan 2-1. So he had a part to play, and he fucking played for Singapore in the Singapore League. I don't understand, but yeah. Arsenal.
What the fuck? Who is this?
All right, you guys.
I'm so this is a good one. Are you sure we know this player? Is it meant to be someone like that we know?
I'm sure you guys will know this player.
Okay.
It's our era.
Send it.
I have no idea.
All right, Jermaine Pennant.
Jermaine Pennant, really?
Yes, he played for Tampines, Singapore for 1 year. In Singapore for 1 year.
Wait.
Yeah, that's what Fetish got it right. Jermaine Pennant, he got it right. We didn't even see the comment. Yeah, he got it right.
Oh shit! Yeah, Yasha got it, bro. Yasha
Yeah,
knows.
Yasha
balls,
got it,
guys.
man. What a lad! What a lad!
Quick Google.
No, I
Google
did. I
search.
did not. I did not know. Of
If you
this
go on
guy.
his Wikipedia page, it's him playing in Tampines Rovers jersey. Of
That's
all the
so
pictures,
funny.
yeah.
Oh, that's is the why the
That's actually fair
go
play.
to So I'm,
Fair
I'm
play.
I guess he's probably one of the better players to play in the league.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
he came,
of
when
course.
he announced himself as when he was coming to Singapore, right? There was a big buzz around it. Like, wow, they were saying like the league is trending upwards and whatnot. And then for once he played for one season, then he left. He had a spot with the coach or something, and then he left the club. So,
I mean, to be
Amazing.
fair, if you have, because that'll be like Ronaldo being a United kind of personality, big boy
Yeah.
personality.
no, bro, it'd be like Ronaldo in playing for like Notts County or something like that.
Yeah.
Just
Or Ronaldo playing for a
okay.
championship side.
Or just anytime you play like where you actually play a game in FIFA career mode and you're playing on like amateur and you're just running through the defense. It's like
Yeah.
uh,
So Yasha got it right. Yasha, fantastic.
this guy knows too much ball, bro. It's too
Yeah,
much time on FIFA.
Yeah, legit.
Jermaine
FIFA.
Pennant.
Yeah, I
And
mean
I heard
he's
he was
literally
coming to
just
Singapore. I
said,
was also shocked, man.
damn.
Respect.
Yeah, so what are there TikToks coming out today, Lach? Gonna need
Lach.
Lach, we got a TikToks and Instagrams. We're trying to like post consistently every day on the YouTube clips.
Yeah.
It's got
All
to
about the algorithm.
exactly, bro. Just gotta spam the content. It's good content though, so it's not that much of a spam.
Yeah. There's still a lot more to send, though, from what we recorded.
But how you guys knew? Wait, Yasha and you all not. Yasha stays in which country again? Sorry.
Switzerland. We all lived in Switzerland, but we all went to school together in
Oh,
Switzerland.
I see. So that's where you guys.
We all
like,
still
yeah,
technically live in Switzerland, but we're in the UK for uni.
Yeah. I mean, I live in Switzerland. I'm only here for uni.
I see.
Like
Same
any time I'm not like anytime uni isn't on, I'm going home.
Exactly.
Cool. I got I used to be one of my close friends. He's also his father is Swiss and mother is Singaporean.
Really?
His name is Aloysius.
Oh yeah,
now,
was it you
now-
who said he's like some big businessman or something? I can't
Me?
remember. Yeah, I think it was you, or you told someone. I can't remember. Maybe I'm trying shit, but
Yeah, no.
I remember someone else who's like from Singapore who's also Swiss. I remember.
Oh,
talking
no,
about
no,
it.
no,
I can't remember.
This guy's waffling, bro. Waffling.
I can't
Is
remember.
this USA Wales game has just been so entertaining that he's clueless.
It's mushed my brain.
Swiss father, Singaporean mother. That's money printing.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I swear, I know 100% I had a conversation about this with someone. But I can't remember.
I don't know anyone who's got a Swiss and Singaporean like family.
Maybe
Yeah,
it wasn't
combination.
too
Yeah, pretty.
So- Yeah, I mean it's two very very small countries.
Oh yes, it is Kiki. Yes, it was
Kiki is Singaporean.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know that.
Cool.
Yeah, it was.
It's like is another like
yeah,
friend
I remember. Yeah, it was on the
from
TK
school.
session. I remember. I knew I was talking about it somewhere.
I mean,
knew
you
I
just
was
know
talking
things.
about
You
it
just know things.
somewhere, bro.
I mean, as this game is already starting to finish, what are your thoughts so far in the World Cup? We'll
No,
review
Wales. Oh, you mean World Cup in general?
World Cup. Then when the game's actually done, since we never know what can happen, we'll do a review of the game.
Yeah.
So what are the thoughts after the first 4 games of the World Cup?
They were all right. At the Qatar, Ecuador, we saw Qatar just dog shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much you pay the refs, you're still shit. It doesn't matter how much you pay them, you're still trash.
I think
Valencia, he looks good. He looks very
yes,
good.
I saw that he scored like the most of fucking Ecuador's late like goals in the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
5
yeah.
games. Really,
West
really
Ham.
They
good.
did really well in the qualifiers, bro. They beat like Peru, Chile.
Yeah, I mean they
Big
knocked out
teams.
Colombia and Chile, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Colombia and Chile are now in the
Exactly.
World Cup because of Ecuador. Ecuador's football project, they like started it like in 2002. Like they don't have like they have footballing culture, but they're like the Ecuadorian team has not been good
Yeah,
ever.
exactly.
But
There's
it's
no
like
crazy
they've-
players.
No,
You
no,
do you
that's-
guys see the meme of like the Qatar? They show these 2 Qatar wearing their robe, right? And then they were like, what? I thought you paid off Valencia to not score against us. They say, oh, I transferred the money to Antonio Valencia, not Anna.
the transfer didn't go through. No, but yeah, I mean, I think games itself, except the
England game
Iran,
was by far the best one to watch because most
yeah,
goals,
but
most
I mean, most
entertaining.
goals,
England
yeah,
look good,
for
man.
sure.
England look good.
But
I mean, it's Iran, but England look good.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's the World Cup. I mean, look at the stadium right now. How is the stadium not full, bro? It's the World Cup. It's an event.
Bro, it's USA
No, there's no
Wales.
alcohol, that's
USA
why.
is not the biggest sport
No,
football
no,
fans.
but bro,
Wales, I
like,
understand, but it's hard.
bro, it's the World Cup. Like, people go watch the game even if it's not their country. Like, to not be able to fill a stadium, and it's not even like, okay, if it was like 100,000 seat stadium, I'll allow it if you have some empty seats. This is what this. I think this is a 60 or 40,000 stadium, and it's how is it not filled up?
Yeah,
It's such that's to me that's like such a big L.
Okay, so my thoughts on the World Cup so far. Qatar, Ecuador. I watched the game first half. Second half, I didn't even bother watching. England, Iran. I was stressing myself out with all the edits to a point where England just dominated Iran. Netherlands, Mendy was terrible.
That was actually a good game.
It was a very good game. I think Netherlands played like crap, but Senegal played. They were the better team, but Mendy, And then this game, we were talking about Singapore like 60 minutes of time. So
this game was definitely the most boring.
Yeah.
Even like I mean, but I think it's probably the most balanced game so far.
Yeah,
like in the sense of the actual, in the sense of the actual on paper.
I would imagine both countries. I don't know whether you guys will agree with me, but you would rank them like out of the 32 countries, they will probably be like your 20th, 23rd, 24th countries. They're like very even. So it's a very fair, very fair matchup.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Tomorrow, who's playing? Argentina. We get to see how they
tomorrow,
do.
Leo Messi. Watch him get injured tomorrow, and then
imagine the Saudi Arabians. Nah, I think they love Messi.
Wait, who do you guys predict going to win this whole thing?
I think England.
Portugal.
Ernesto, you're high right now. England.
I know.
It's hard, bro. It's hard.
I think it's gonna be. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, guys. Oh my! What's going on? What just happened? I mean, watch what just happened.
It's full time. For me,
it's full time already.
What?
Did you not
just see what happened?
No.
Yeah, the keeper came out.
Yeah, keeper came out. Yellow card, and he tried to shoot.
News, bro.
Okay, so no. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought.
England.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be England, Argentina, and I think England are gonna win because it's just perfect for Argentina won the first one, the time round with the hand of God, and now it's time for England to get their revenge and win the World Cup.
So that means basically your picks just based on some policy, some
some curse, and I am not even like
no. I generally
before
watching the first game, Gareth Southgate always plays shit defensive football with 5 at the back. Play around the back, make sure get your world-class players to make something.
You played Iran, like no offense to Iran.
I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
This game, it was a completely different formation, completely different style of play that I've never seen England play like before. I don't know if it's just because they're playing Iran. I don't know.
Yes.
But it's but you don't change a formation just because you're playing a shit team.
Yes, you do.
I agree, Ernesto. I think they did. No, because you see the fact of the matter is, I think Trent is out of form, right? I think Dyer is also not your best option at centre back, and Maguire is Maguire is like sucking Southgate off somewhere, right? So the fact that Ben White is clearly in the rubbish bin somewhere. Southgate doesn't even trust him, so he had to rotate. I mean, he had to try a back four, and to be honest with you, I think that England is quite shaky just now. Like, yes, they were dominating the first half, and then the second half, Iran suddenly turned up, and the back four didn't
turn up. They had 2 chances.
So what?
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. What do you think of Mount, the greatest upcoming and established English prospect?
Okay, Mount is by far the worst player on that England team. I can say that. I can say that with chest. And Maguire plays. That's how confident I am.
You mean that first 11? Just now they
like the first 11 they just played. Mount is by far the worst. Jack Grealish and Foden get ahead of him any day of the week.
I think
not Jack Grealish, but Foden 100% should be starting.
I think Jack Grealish and Foden will be over Mount.
No, I think Sterling, who he offers more pace. I think he's better for Sterling to play rather than Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish is more like Foden. I think he's more suited.
Oh, so sorry. So I will rank like Foden and Sterling at around the same tier, and then Jack Grealish, and then Mount. That would be
okay, yeah.
I agree
100%
as well. I agree as well.
Yeah.
Foden is like the most technically.
I
best
don't know.
player.
I think it's England's time, bro. Like England have always had, like in recent years, and by recent
England's
I mean in
time
the
was
last.
World Cup, bro.
But yeah,
They
but
bottled it.
I mean,
hear
like,
this. This is like murmurs of 2006. Oh wow, we have Gerrard, Lampard.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
It's the
that's
same
what I'm
thing.
saying. That's what I'm
Wayne
saying.
Rooney.
This is what I'm
Wow.
saying. This is what I'm saying. It's like it's their time. Like after they got fucking after it's been so shit for England. It's always been shit for England. I mean, to only have one World Cup with teams that realistically could be on 2 or 3 right now. I mean, no more than 3, but you know, they could have had 3. It's time that they actually finally end up like being able to get their second World Cup.
I agree.
Like,
it would be amazing.
And that's why
It's gonna be Portugal,
yeah.
It's gonna be
Like you don't have to be in the best form to win a tournament. Like, you know, like when Spain won the fucking World Cup, they won most games 1-0 at the brink of like the finishing the game. In their case, they dominated. They played well. They deserved to win. But like a lot of teams get to like later stage of the tournaments and end up winning it by playing just shit football and winning 1-0 just because they have a little more passion and more talent in the team. And I can see that happening with England. And I think Southgate is a fraud, and I think they did play better because it's just
to defend Southgate, right? You know, I don't agree your England pick, but to defend Southgate, right? He's the second most successful manager for England in the modern era for England, since like 1996, if I'm not wrong. So Capello is number 1, and then if England didn't have such a torrid Nations League time, right, Southgate will definitely be number 1 in terms of statistics. So I think, you know, as much as we like to call him out for his, you know, his weird picks and, you know,
see, he has a centre back shortage and he didn't even call up Tomori or Chris Smalling.
Yeah, no, to not call up Tomori, I think is the biggest fraud.
It's the Premier League bias from him. Every single player.
I agree wholeheartedly, 150%. Tomori not getting picked is a crime from Southgate. But if he had picked him, will you even see him on the pitch? I also wouldn't see him on the pitch. So why waste his time?
You wouldn't.
Exactly. So don't waste his time. I'd rather let Tomori, you know, have a good break, you know, for Milan to reset.
I'm like, it's good for us. It get injured. Like like, you know, say fucking whoever fucking Maguire gets injured, I'd rather put Tomori on than whoever fucking. I don't even like. He brought like 12 defenders.
Eric Dyer is the worst footballer I've ever seen.
Actually, this goes back to our initial point when we were talking about Allegri. Maybe Southgate is another Allegri because it's like you're just using whatever in your disposal. You're not really innovating the game. It's like, oh yeah, I have Foden. Okay, go and do your thing. Saka, wow, yeah.
It's like he literally says, "Harry Kane, here you go. Thank you very much."
He's got a lot of player bias. Like there's just certain players he likes and he starts them no matter what. Which, like, for example,
he did that with Trent. It's a good thing he's actually dropped Trent for Trippier.
Yeah,
I think so. I think
Trippier is on the form of his life right now.
He's tripping.
He's quite old, so you think he's going to get worse, but he's fucking great.
I mean, he's Newcastle. Amazing. That's another topic for another day. Let's stick to the World Cup.
No, but it's
No, it's just saying his form is
no, because I was gonna start talking about Newcastle. So it's like let's stick.
Like obviously
Newcastle
is
crazy
Reece James injured.
So you think Southgate is a fraud, but they're gonna win the World Cup because, you know, it's just their time.
Just because Argentina beat them last time.
It's like a gut feeling. Like there's no actual like logical sense behind this. My God,
just like Liverpool are gonna win the league, yeah.
Exactly.
And City were gonna come third, yeah.
Exactly. Watch it happen. I think though England Argentina final.
Okay, fair.
Win it.
And then how about yourself?
Portugal Argentina final, gonna break the world.
And who's gonna win?
8 billion. Portugal, obviously.
You know what I want to say? Great minds think alike. Just to let you know, I got and I've got Portugal winning it.
Portugal.
But then again, yeah, I had this prediction before the CR7 debacle, and then when the CR7 thing happened, I was like, F. I was like, maybe I should change.
I have it more because CR7 is more fucking motivated than ever. He has something to prove now.
Very ironic, right? He's auditioning for his next role right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I think, and plus, I think the Portugal squad is better than the Argentinian squad. Apart from Messi,
that's a freaking hot take right there. But okay.
No, generally speaking, if you compare every position from Portugal to Argentina,
really, I can debate that.
Portugal have, I think Portugal have the best defense in the World Cup. Best back four.
For us, bizarre Mount takes. He was amazing today. I mean, again,
Wow, another hot take by
No,
by,
Mount. I mean, the thing is, in that game, everyone was good. No one really put
yeah,
a foot wrong.
yeah.
So
it
Mounts was
elevated.
fine. Mounts was fine. Mounts was he did his job, but I just don't rate him.
I just want to take your attention, guys, to what Yasha just said on the chat.
Doesn't
Talking
stop.
about Portugal,
This
he
isn't
said
United, bro.
they will play better if Ronaldo doesn't start. Felix up top. Felix, Rafael
This is
Leao,
dog.
Rafael
Yo.
Leao, the goat.
Felix has been shit, first of all, for Let's Go, so you can't stop him. Obviously, Ronaldo, Rafa, and maybe Bernardo Silva on the wing. And you got
What do you
William
mean,
Carvalho.
maybe?
I don't know. I would rather play Bernardo at centre mid. I'd rather.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I thought you
Bernardo
meant
as
like.
centre mid. I think
thought you were
Bernardo
saying
is
like
centre mid.
not playing. Like
No.
not
I will,
playing.
I will have
Yeah.
CR7 starting. Definitely.
Yeah,
I think
CR7. There's no.
Cancelo-
Yasha is actually like he actually pisses me off so much when he talks about it. He's a United fan, but if you looked at the recent TikTok about Virgil van Dijk slating Ronaldo, this guy is a fraud.
No, but-
He knows ball, bro. He
He's
knows
a
ball.
fraud.
But to your point, right? I think Argentina has a more talented squad than Portugal, but maybe for
think
topic.
so?
I think so, but I think it's definitely a close one. Like it's
Yeah,
definitely like
very close, very
I
close.
can't even name Argentina's back four now.
Romero,
Tagliafico,
Martinez?
Romero,
Martinez.
Martinez. Who's the right back?
I think the defense is the only one that Portugal is better, but I think midfield and attack.
Okay,
are
midfield.
Argentina.
Midfield. Who is it?
Rodrigo de Paul.
is Guaido Rodriguez from Betis. He's a really good center defensive mid, and then Paredes.
Di Maria can play.
Yeah, Paredes in the midfield.
That's
So
not better than
Bro,
Portugal's
yeah,
midfield,
yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
I think so. I think so.
No. And okay, they're attack.
Brazil is
Messi,
winning the whole thing.
Messi, Di Maria, and Alvarez. That's not better than Portugal's. Rafael Leao, Ronaldo, and Bernardo
No.
Silva.
No, Di
Rafael
Maria's
Leao,
Leao.
Rafael
Spurs.
Leao and Bernardo Silva are better than both the wingers of Argentina. Except Messi, obviously. Except Messi.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. The right back is the ex-Spurs player Juan Foyt. He's at Villarreal now.
Juan Foyt. Oh yeah, washed.
Yeah.
Washed.
Messi's better than the whole. I mean, to be fair, that's true.
Well, no
That's
shit.
very true.
Ronaldo's better than the whole Argentinian squad, except maybe Messi. But...
Nah, no,
Come on,
there's
Nick.
no maybe. There's no maybe.
the same. Did you not see
let's-
the Louis Vuitton advert?
Yeah, that's such
You know,
a sick photo.
you know the actual chess game that they're playing was like an
It's
old
a tie.
chess game.
Yeah,
it's a tie. So
Yeah,
Louis
yeah.
Vuitton knows.
Okay,
No,
but
it's
I
just-
would
it's just
say
one
that the first 11 Argentina is stronger than the first 11 Portugal. However, if you take the whole squad, Portugal is better than Argentina.
You know what? That's very
Yeah.
true because Portugal have depth. Like they'll
Yeah,
have,
they can
have
rotate.
talent. Yeah. Argentina don't really. And Hamant, they have Garancho.
They didn't even
Garnacho. He didn't get called up.
Garnacho.
really.
Oh, he didn't get called up.
No, he
didn't
didn't get called
I
up.
don't
If he did, I would be swaying towards Argentina more, but he didn't get.
Where is Carvalho
I-
playing now? William Carvalho. He's playing for Betis as well, right? If I'm not wrong. No more.
Yeah, William Carvalho. He's been solid for Portugal every time. He's their anchor.
Damn.
So that means-
Let's.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Say.
Oh, the midfielder I talk about, Guaido Rodriguez and William Carvalho, their teammates. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
Because they're
yeah,
both
yeah,
Oh
players.
yeah.
Both anchors for their team, so quite interesting if they played against.
And
each
I
other.
also think a big L for Portugal is Santos. L of a coach, L coach, huge L.
Yep.
It's like Allegri on steroids as well. Like it's
Yeah,
actually
I
just
guess,
Allegri.
I
Like
guess.
I've
I
seen
swear, you should
Portugal
come on
play.
to Goal Difference and say that to my co-host because he's saying he's my co-host. His name is Joshua Consencio. He's got a Portuguese blood in him, right? He's
Right.
saying that he wants Portugal to lose because he hates the manager.
He's
So many good
yeah,
Portuguese managers around, but this guy is a fraud. That's why he's.
bro.
I was like that with Gareth Southgate, to be fair.
yeah. But I agree. Like there's better choices, and for like he plays very shit football.
Who's
In
the
my
best coach in the World Cup, do you think?
That's a
Genuinely
very good
speaking.
question. That's a
Genuinely
very
speaking,
good
who
question.
is the
Hansi
best
Flick.
coach? Would it be Deschamps?
Deschamps based on. Well,
Oh,
talking about-
Enrique, of course. I forgot about him. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah,
it's
Enrique. Okay, Enrique
Enrique's
is definitely
best.
maybe the
Enrique,
but-
Enrique.
Yeah,
Enrique.
I
It has to
agree,
be
I
Enrique.
agree.
Have you seen his streams? Have you seen his streams?
Hey, bro, this
Okay.
guy's a proper streamer now.
yeah. I love that.
I do write that because he's actually like taking into the account like the community and the fan base, saying like he's being more open to changes and be like, what's going on?
Yeah, I like that. That's
Top
a very
three
smart.
managers will be Enrique, Deschamps, just because he won the World Cup before.
But I don't think he's that good of a manager at all.
Mm.
I think Yash has just put that perfectly. Deschamps is shy. He's had one of the best teams in recent histories.
You still got to make them work. You still got to make them work.
I agree, but it's not like you fucking Mbappe, Giroud, Benzema. It's crazy fucking team. Pavard.
There's no shot you put Giroud on that
Lloris.
list.
Oh no,
Giroud is like third all-time top scorer for France, lad.
Yeah.
For France.
Okay.
Fucking people like Zidane. Of course you put Giroud there, bro. Fucking he's goated. I think he's now moved up to being the all-time.
Benzema's injured for the World Cup. Unlucky.
Yeah, so now they gotta rely on old Giroud to carry
Yeah,
the.
who is the guy they fucking brought on? How is Tony Martial not going? That pisses me off. You know, I'm actually happy Anthony Martial's not going because he keeps
Anthony Martial. Yeah, lad. He's the second all-time top goal scorer behind Thierry Henry by 2 goals, and you're not gonna mention him.
That doesn't matter. Okay, so if he scores more goals than Thierry Henry, does that mean he's better than Thierry Henry?
No, but he should be mentioned. When I didn't say he was better, but he should be mentioned.
Yep.
You can't say, "Are you gonna put Giroud in that list?" 49 goals.
Griezmann was better in that World Cup.
Yes, and Benzema has less, and because Benzema didn't play because he had feud with that sex tape that was leaked. That whole thing. But still, to put in comparison, let me bring that back up.
Coleman was there. Come on, bro, you can't.
Yeah, but let me put that in perspective. Yeah, you can. But let me put that in perspective. Griezmann is only on 42, and he has only 4 less appearances. Platini, France legend, has less than Giroud. Trezeguet has less than Giroud. Zidane has less. Bro, like Papa, like there's so many fucking class. Bro, how can you not mention Giroud if he's that's actually baffled me, man.
Sunil Chetri has got the most international goals.
Okay, well, yes, okay.
Does that mean he's the GOAT?
No, but Giroud is doing
guy,
it. Yes, but Giroud is doing it at a high level. He's doing it in the World Cup. He's doing it in the Euros. He's doing it consistently when he plays.
Did he do that well in the Euros, though? Did he do that well?
Well, wait.
No.
Giroud,
this
World
squad carried Mbappe, Griezmann, Coleman.
I agree, but Giroud
actually, why does Giroud get so much
it's the friendlies, it's the national, it's the shitty ones.
It's not national.
It's when he's playing Estonia, Latvia, Luxembourg,
in his career in general. I just feel he's just been not appreciated enough.
Yeah, man, you're slacking on a legend of the game.
He's not.
No, I'm not like dissing him in here. I'm just wondering, it's a legitimate question. As an Arsenal fan, I know I loved him when he was there, but I just realized that nobody, when you talk about great strikers, nobody says Giroud is the top. What?
Unless you've never seen him playing, just look at his highlights. And fair enough. He's the best player in the world if you just look at his highlights.
Exactly.
I'll give you an example, like when you think of what the France strikers that Ernesto has rightly pointed out, right? The top 5 you've mentioned just now. When you think of David Trezeguet, you'll be like, wow, he's a Juve legend, right? But then when you think of Olivier Giroud, it's Arsenal starter.
I mean, of course,
he was always
all these play like Trezeguet, they're
always right. You're only defending him because he plays for.
No, I've always said Giroud, even before. I think he's not been good for us in Milan. He scored some very important goals, but he's not been I'm not defending. Okay. I was saying this before he was at Milan as well.
I just realized
he's one of the most underrated players, bro. This guy
is sick. Winger did come out to
he's bang average.
He's not bang average. You can't have 51 goals and be bang average for France. Then if no, man, that's just so stupid. That's so stupid.
Winger came out saying that.
If you actually watch him play, he's bang average.
No, man, you're actually your takes are so stupid. I agree that stats don't mean shit. I agree that stats don't mean shit, but then stats don't mean shit. If you actually watch the World Cup, Giroud didn't score, but the way he held up the play was how he created so much space for Mbappe to get all the goals. So, man, you can't say you don't
I think it's influence. He's not your flashy. I mean, he does score a lot of flashy goals. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's not
like your Mbappe with so much pace. Your Benzema with his
like
positioning and his hold up play is top
it's,
notch.
It's
it's
good.
top.
It's good. That's why he's a
It's
pro
top.
player, but
It's
it's
top.
not
It's
top.
top,
It's
man.
not top.
That's
It's not
yes,
top.
it's top. His
It's
hold
not
up
top.
play is equally
It's
as good
not
as
top.
Ibrahimovic.
Every time when he was playing for Arsenal, every time I watched it play, I was like, how is this guy playing? How is this guy?
maybe, but
No,
I
it's
think
the
I think
facts, bro. It's the facts. You have to
then,
watch the whole games. It's the
yeah,
facts.
yeah, and I have to
He's
watch the
so
whole games.
shit.
He plays for
If you
me,
think
and
if you think France won the World Cup because of Giroud, you are
no,
100%
no, that's
wrong.
not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying to not mention him when you talk about France is stupid.
No,
Is
but
so
no,
stupid.
you didn't. You was when you talk about strike force, you mentioned it, but like Benzema. Benzema
Yeah,
first of all, you
I
didn't
said,
say. You said
yeah, but
Mbappe,
no,
Giroud, Benzema.
but I'm saying like if
Those
you
are the
think
first
about
players that came up to your head. Is kind of crazy.
100%, bro. Of
No,
course, Mbappe, Benzema, Coman, and Giroud are the players that come up to my head when I think of the current France squad. And not to think of Giroud is you can't not think of Giroud.
unbelievable.
I agree. He's
Griezmann
not.
was world class in that French
but
Yes,
World Cup.
yes, but if you
Coman
watch,
was crazy.
go back and watch the games and see who gets the ball in attack, who holds the play, who waits for Mbappe to make a run, who then passes it to Mbappe, who then
All
passes it to
players do the
Griezmann.
same.
I
Okay,
think-
No, but
Giroud
no,
can
they
hold up
don't
the
do
play.
it that well. They don't do it that well, lad.
No, bro, I think
Let's
you're
crazy.
put it into
overhyping Giroud
perspective here.
so much.
No,
Let's
I'm
put it in
not
perspective,
overhyping.
yeah.
Overhyping
It's
him.
so. I
Giroud-
think it's stupid that you don't even mention him, bro. I think
Giroud
that's
won
insane.
the Ligue 1 with Montpellier as the top scorer. All right.
Yes,
that,
exactly.
Okay.
That too.
Okay.
There's
Let's
so
put it
much
that.
this
Okay.
guy.
Then that's when he started getting the recognition, right? Then he went to play for France in the national team. And what happened during that era? It was the Laurent Blanc era when they did jack shit, right?
Yeah.
And the French team that he was playing with wasn't the most talented, right? Okay, so is that I would imagine to your point, Herman. I think like the fact that you say that you disregard the goals, like it's all the friendlies and whatnot. I would imagine that he was playing for some shit France team before reaching 2018 finals. So
Yeah.
it's quite I mean, but I don't disagree with Herman as well. A lot of people really overlook Giroud's importance, and people don't regard him as like a top striker. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Fair enough.
You don't go. I can imagine you going up to a
I would
random
say
stranger.
I would definitely agree with that. He's underrated, but not the
Yeah.
hype that RD's putting him up to be.
But I'm not hyping him. I'm just amazed that you wouldn't even mention him. That's what I'm
I
amazed
think-
by.
I think if you ask 20 YouTubers with like good football knowledge like us, right? Shout out Football Ferreira. Like good football knowledge, I would imagine like 15 of us will get it wrong thinking that Giroud has scored less goals. I think we will all assume that Giroud scored less goals than 49 goals. Is it fair to say that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because
that's
that's all. Yeah, everyone will be shocked. It's like, oh my, he's got 49 goals for France. Nobody, I bet you, people with good football knowledge also wouldn't know that fact. I can assure you that. Yeah, they would think like Benzema. They would think like Trezeguet. They would think like Henry.
Yeah.
Pierre
Mm.
Pepin.
I mean, also you got to think that when
Like, but they were
Giroud
actually
when
good
Giroud
players.
was top goal scorer for France and for France,
Yeah.
he had just gotten the Montpellier got fucking promoted that season and won it the season they got promoted. Do you know how crazy that is? Was Giroud top goal scorer, and then he went to fucking England, and I just want to see Giroud.
He went to the best club in London,
Yeah, I agree. Actually,
and he had a terrible time there. I mean, like to be honest with you, I think he went there because of Wenger, most definitely, right? But he underachieved. He could have achieved much more if he had gone to like Chelsea earlier. Arsenal did him quite a bit of disservice. But with that being said, the year when Leicester won the league, he was. I was like, well, there was a period where he was blanking and then
dog
back
shit.
to carry us. Yeah. So
So filter by. I want to do France. Can I do France? No, I can't. Filter by competition.
wait, Stefora, who do you support? Do you like who's your Premier League team do you support? Just wondering. I hope you support Arsenal. We can be good friends. But yeah, Giroud. I always rated Giroud highly, but
I can't filter by fucking.
actually, this is a very good topic. Maybe you guys should talk about like Giroud.
I wanted to see like actually who he scored against, like his 49 goals versus France, but I can't like sort through like.
It would be like San Marino, all that slow European.
He doesn't get the. He doesn't
I
get the
don't think so. I don't
praise.
think it will.
He's a Chelsea fan. Oh my.
Chelsea.
Oh my.
Unlucky, lad. Unlucky.
Unlucky. No, it's all good banter. All good banter.
It's fine. Graham Potter era is about to be great. Yeah.
Actually, you all should do like a top 5 list of like names like Giroud who are like that did statistically did really well, but they're not like rated highly by the public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Mandzukic is also another fair shout.
Yeah,
Mandzukic.
Giroud.
Dzeko, we all know he's class. We all know Dzeko's class.
But
Dzeko is
Mandzukic,
actually.
well, Mandzukic.
He was good for Juventus.
I mean, his
He was
stats.
good.
Yeah, I would say yeah. I
I mean,
think
the
he's
bicycle
a bit
kick
underrated.
goal. That's so fucking.
That's
Dzeko, I would
just-
say he's. I think people give him his flowers like what?
Yeah, I think if you actually like watched him, you know he's fucking good.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you know actually
I swear he's a curse for the Serie A. You know, he goes play for Roma, doesn't win anything. Then he goes to Inter Milan, wins the league, and he goes to Inter. And then
That's
so
so
Dzeko
true.
is the curse.
That's so true.
Michael Carrick,
Well,
okay.
bro, everyone knows he's the GOAT, bro. Everyone knows he's the GOAT.
So I think a lot of people rate Michael Carrick highly, even us like
Yeah.
what other like opposition fans as well. I think they rate.
He's the
Carrick.
guy who always puts in consistent good performance.
And he's the coach for Middlesbrough now. If you guys didn't know, he's
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's the Middlesbrough. He just got hired like 3 weeks ago, if I'm not wrong.
I'm gonna.
Koscielny, that's a good shout. I think
Yeah,
Koscielny.
he had a very fast decline. It was very like
Yeah, he had a spat with
see.
Arsenal, and then he went to
Yeah.
Bordeaux, and then just faded.
very fast decline.
Oh, why is Yasha help? Let's names. I'm trying to think of names that people underrate.
Carrick Koscielny, fucking hell, Koscielny, just throw back.
Yeah, maybe you guys can.
I'm giving up, bro. Like, there's no fucking. I can't find any sources on. Like, I can't find just in general. Like international goals.
All good,
It's a
all
bit
good.
of a no. Nah, but actually, I'm now interested. Because for us, Giroud only scores versus big teams.
Okay, maybe a name. Antonio Valencia. I think not really. Like he's a really good player for Man U.
He's
But
rated highly, bro.
really,
Yeah, bro.
because when he was playing,
sick,
Evra
bro.
was always like people rated Evra like Evra's like the one of the best left
Yeah,
back.
but once he
Man, I
left,
found the teams he scored against. Just to put it in perspective: Germany, Spain, Georgia, Australia, Norway, Jamaica, Switzerland, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Cameroon, Scotland, Romania, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, Paraguay, Sweden, Belarus, Wales, Colombia, Republic of Ireland, Netherlands, Uruguay, Moldova, Iceland, Albania, Iceland, Turkey, Moldova, Croatia, Ukraine, Sweden, Bulgaria, Ivory Coast, South Africa, Australia. I think.
So he scored against the top teams maybe 4 or 5 times from how fast.
Right. Let me. That's
from how fast he actually said it. That's what I heard.
He
scored against Germany. He scored Netherlands the most. He scored against Spain, and he scored Spain once. Germany twice.
No, but that's like just the teams he scored against. I didn't actually read how many goals they had because that's gonna take too long.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's just teams he scored against.
Right. Yeah, but like if I score one goal
three or
against
four
Luxembourg,
top
but
teams.
then I
Three or
score.
four top teams.
Yes, but Haman, if I score one goal against Luxembourg and then 4 against Germany, what's better?
But no, but
Haman, that's a stupid argument you're just.
No,
making.
I agree. Obviously, no shit, that's better. But you know for a fact he didn't score.
Why? I'm
2 or
gonna.
3 for
Okay.
Germany and Spain.
Let's
you know
see.
that
Let's
for a
see.
fact.
Let's see. He scored.
I'm just an innocent bystander, Arsenal fan here, just waving like Giroud.
Well, you know exactly how Giroud is.
No, but
I think Giroud is more of a
Buttons are
big
missing
game
here.
player than a small game player. I think he struggles more with a small team than a big team. Because I think what he does well is the hold-up play, and a hold-up play only works when there's a team that does high pressing.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's why I think for Milan, he's only ever really scored against the big teams. I mean, last season, he scored against Inter, scored against Napoli, scored against Lazio. He scored against all the big teams. He won us all the big games. And in the small games,
score against all teams.
Yeah, but there's only like 2 that do that. That's
maybe I can just give out a random thought here, right? Do you think that Giroud is like why this argument is going on, or not argument, debate is going on, right? It's because he's very unselfish.
I think so.
He was a bit more selfish kind of striker, right? It pops off your screen more. It's like, whoa, this finishing is fantastic.
If he was a selfish striker, he wouldn't be playing professional football.
I don't know, Herman, you're
I think what Yasha said is perfect. Giroud is a very good player, not top class. I agree, but to say that you don't mention him in the France when you talk about France, I think that's stupid.
In that World Cup run,
not in the World Cup run. I'm just like France in the last 10 years. I think you have to mention Giroud just because of the amount you scored, and to say to me that. When I mentioned Giroud, to say, no way.
But that's not what you said, though. We were talking about the World Cup run, and you were mentioning players. That's when you put Giroud in. That's why I'm saying
because I think
he didn't play that well in that World Cup. That's what I said.
It goes back to your same point, like where its stats don't matter. No shit, stats don't matter.
No, Eddie, I'm not talking about the global thing. We were talking about the previous.
Yeah. And when
you put Giroud in that list of very good
and I will put him
where
again.
Other players performed way better than Giroud did in that World Cup.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. A lot of players played much better. Fucking Mbappe, Griezmann had. And
That's
Coleman,
why I
just
wouldn't
any
put
and
him in that
Pavard.
list for the last World Cup.
Yeah. But I think just
That
from
was
the
my
way he
argument.
played. Yeah, and I'm saying that I would because from the way he played. Because as you were saying, as you then used that argument against me, stats don't matter, and the way he played, which is true, stats don't matter. But from the way he played,
So
he
basically,
helped France win the World Cup.
so let me try and be a moderator here. So basically, France is just 2018 France,
It was
right?
a great
It's
squad.
just yeah. It's basically, if France was not talented, we wouldn't be having this debate because we'd be like, oh,
No,
Giroud,
no.
well, had to like like a KDB for Belgium. You carry his on his back, right? But yeah, I think France is just too talented in 2018. Hence why.
France. I mean, still
Yeah.
so talented. I think they have to make the semifinals. They
I
have
think
to. in my
Benzema's a
opinion.
big blow.
I got them going out
They don't have
in
Pogba. They don't have Kante. They don't have many of the big players.
But
that
they've
carried
got
the last World Cup.
still a lot of talent, bro. That they
I
can-
got them finishing second in their group and crashing out in the quarters. And that's, if I'm
Yeah.
not wrong, that's my bracket.
I put Denmark topping the group actually.
Yeah, I
You put Denmark topping the group.
Yeah,
To be fair,
yeah.
Denmark have been fucking great.
Yeah,
Don't forget
Denmark
Euro
are-
It's
semis,
not a bad
right?
shout. It's not a bad
Quietly, they're like the Croatia in 2016, 2018. They are the biggest dark horse in this tournament, in my opinion.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I can see Denmark. I mean, they did fucking. I think if that whole Ericsson
My-
incident happened, they
My
would have made it
semis,
further in the Euros.
my semis. The biggest shock is that I got Spain crashing out in the group stages. That's a-
Really, Spain crashing out.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think
because
so.
of the fact that I think the Pedri, Gavi, Busquets.
They
I
are
don't know.
very overrated. I mean,
Yeah,
Pedri and
very
Gavi,
overrated. And then what? Their number 9 is what? Morata. What?
Hey, they won the World Cup with a false 9. They'll just play
Also-
Morata with a false
also-
Yeah,
9.
but that is with Iniesta, Xavi,
yeah.
David
true.
Villa playing on the wing. He's
Yeah.
actually kind of
What do
like
you
a
mean?
striker, Yeah.
Morata is one of the greatest strikers of our generation.
Also,
The way
no
he-
De Gea, so it's already GG's. Like you've
Yeah,
already
that's
lost.
Yeah.
You've already lost.
That's so
Japan,
weird.
Asian pride. They're gonna finish second in the group. I know my semis pick is gonna be Argentina, Brazil, and Denmark, Portugal.
Really?
Yeah.
Denmark over England.
Yeah, Denmark, because I've got England finishing top, Denmark finishing top, right? And then they'll eventually face off in the quarters. England crashing out in the
Yeah.
quarters.
No
Damn.
way.
You got some bold predictions, you
That's
know.
some bold.
Oh, wait
move.
till you see my co-host pick. You know what he got in the finals? I also couldn't
Yeah,
believe it.
Netherlands. You said Netherlands and someone else.
No, Netherlands, and you know who's the other finalist?
Who?
No.
Mexico.
Japan.
Japan.
Bro, that's some Samuel Eto'o kind of predictions,
No,
bro.
but-
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe he's smoking weed or something, or like no, sorry, he's high, but he's the top in our local. He's a top FPL player, and my co-host Joshua, he's like bang on his predictions most of the time. He's really big on Japan, and I'm big in Japan.
If that
Yeah.
happens, I need to meet this guy and he needs to tell me the numbers of the lottery.
Yeah,
This is
if
crazy.
if it's Netherlands Japan final and Netherlands win, bro, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, bro. That's
So
crazy.
we did a live
That's-
stream.
I think that's crazier than Eto's prediction.
We did a live stream, right? So my friend was on the live stream. And he's like, "Oh, Brendan, your picks are wild. Portugal winning." Then Joshua's picks came in, and he saw Netherlands, Japan. He's like, "This guy is mental." If we can, he'll probably be. He said he'll be like Jeff Bezos. If he can win the lottery. Yeah.
Alright.
So
All right, this has been a very, very long stream.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good. We should have you on the podcast more often, and
Yeah, we
Yasha
should.
will join next time as well.
Hopefully.
yeah, it's
I mean,
5:15
yeah,
now.
the US Wales game was a bit of an L, but it is what it is. It's been a good live.
You know what? I think we made the best out of that situation of a shit game.
Yeah,
What
we
talked about,
waffled so
it
much. We
was
waffled so much.
actually
We-
what
we-
we
we-
talked about is 10 times more interesting than the game.
Yeah, we went through
100%.
Singapore's leagues, then we had a whole chat. Well, I mean, we talked about the World Cup,
Many
then we
talked
reacted
about
to the game,
everything.
then Giroud, then everyone, bro. It was a good stream. It was a good stream. Bro, I mean, I know there's only 2 people watching right now, but people watch this after. Make sure to check out the goal difference. Absolute goal, absolute legend.
100%.
Thank you.
He's staying up. It's what 5:30 now
Bro,
there.
respect, bro. Respect,
Yeah,
bro. That's all.
Mad.
And he's in bed by 11, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna study now, and I'm gonna go right.
You know
to
the
bed,
best
bro.
part? Where I am now is not my. I'm not staying here tonight. I have to go home. I've got to drive home later. So
Oh, you have like a
my
studio kind of
God.
thing.
yeah, kinda.
Oh, that's
Oh
sick.
my God, that's
sick.
an L. Hi, well, drive safe.
Drive safe, yeah.
And, thank you so
Thanks,
much for
thanks.
coming.
No, thanks for having me. You guys are awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I'm more than happy to come on if the time permits, and also if I'm not
Yeah,
dead
yeah.
tired.
course,
we're
of
happy
course.
to come on your channel too anytime.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
bro.
Hopefully
Invite you
again
all.
if time allows, if times allow.
Yeah.
With
For
the
sure.
time difference, it's difficult. It's difficult to get it working. But yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate it
it's
very
been
much,
sick.
and
It's been
thanks.
sick.
Thank you everyone for watching.
Cheers.
Subscribe,
Peace out.
like, and check out all the TikToks and Instagrams and shorts.
The socials.
Cheers, guys.
All right,
Peace.
Yash, end it, lad.